Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Alex Thomas here, back with another video for you guys, another live stream for you guys, another episode of Nerd Talk. We're on episode 47. We're cracking on that episode 50 of the relaunch of Nerd Talk. So obviously, we've done more episodes of Nerd Talk, but since we relaunched it, we're now on episode 47. Thank you guys for sticking with us for this long as we've been doing this. I'm here with my colleagues today. We got Tyler, aka Mind of a Nerd, and we got AJ Reacts 2 joining us for a while. I think the last time you was here was the Home Alone 2 watch along. It's been that long since
in November.
November, yeah, because we started early for the holiday watch alongs. But yeah, how are you guys doing today?
What it do, baby? I am in some mood tonight. Let me tell you. I am in some mood. I'm hyped. I'm ready to shit on these idiots. I'm ready, bro. I am
respectfully.
I am in some mood tonight. I can't wait. I'm in a brilliant mood tonight, as always.
AJ, how you doing?
I'm scared. I'm great.
You guys watch the flick page. You always says, "Don't get scared now. Don't get scared."
Yeah, I'm great. We got some awesome television on Sunday, and I'm excited to talk about that. Got some other news to talk about too, so I'm pumped. Sure, I'm glad to be back on Nerd Talk. It's always a pleasure chilling with y'all, so let's get into it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My day has been going good. If you guys have not checked out my Blu-ray hunt video, I did a Blu-ray hunt video earlier. We will get into those pickups later in the show. You guys know the drill on that. And yeah, I mean, I've been chilling, getting throughout the week. We got some awesome trailers that came out within these last couple. We will talk about those later as well. We'll talk about a certain movie almost hitting $2 billion. And then we'll go into our main topic, and you guys can already see what that is. Waiting on Tyler to grab his physical media so he can be ready to start. But let me know how my audio sounds, because I'm actually finally using this microphone. I need to know, how do I sound? Do I sound good? Do I sound like I'm on the radio? Make sure I sound real good.
Sounds crispy.
Nice. All right, because I got an adapter. So, because obviously it's a USB, and the MacBook don't have USB. I had to get an adapter for it. So I'm very happy for that, because now I can finally use this damn microphone. But now let's go ahead and get into it. Our first topic of the day, we're going to start with some quick ones first. Starting off with Titanic. They have announced the release date. Well, the re-release for Titanic for the 25th anniversary for
the
4K,
re-release,
right? Because they released it like what, 10, 15? Yeah, okay. So for the 3D version, and now this is 4K 3D. So I really don't know if I'm going to go see this, bro. Because I have it on Blu-ray. Like, do I really need...
Did you see it already in the theater?
I haven't seen it in the theater. But it's everything is telling me to go see it, because I fucking love this movie. Like I said it in my Blu-ray collection video. When they have finally announced the 4K for it, it's obviously gonna get a steelbook. I'm gonna probably double dip on this movie. Like, I'm buying the slipcover and I'm buying the steelbook, hands down. I don't care how long it is. People complain, "Oh my god, it's so long," but you guys can sit through Endgame. You guys can sit through Titanic. I don't care. I
sat through Avatar. I gave it a fucking 5 out of 5. So shut up.
Like, so
respectfully. After everything that Tyler says tonight, I'm gonna say respectfully. Try not to get us canceled in here.
Yeah. What do you guys thought about it? Well, I wouldn't even say the date, but did anybody get the date?
Yeah, I think it's the week that Ant-Man comes out.
So it's that. What's that? The 18th?
I think it's like the 17th or something like that.
Oh, okay. So obviously it's coming out for Valentine's Day. That's the reason why it's coming out for Valentine's Day.
What do you guys thoughts on this? I'm gonna go see it. I actually did go see it when they released it in 2012, and that was my first time seeing it in the theater. Well, first time seeing it was in the theater, so that was cool.
Nice.
I probably will go see this again. I'm just mad that I can't go see it in IMAX because of fucking Ant-Man, because it's not going to be in IMAX.
It's gonna be in 4K though.
And so, maybe they'll put it in IMAX. I don't know, but we'll see. I hope it's in IMAX because I would love to watch this movie in IMAX. But it's Titanic, bro. It's one of the greatest movies ever made.
Facts.
Other than some a little dated special effects, that movie is.
It came out in 97. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's literally only the ending, like the last like couple shots. Other than that, that movie is masterpiece.
It might be cleaned up too.
Give me my 4K, Cameron. You motherfucker.
I need the 4K. I need it.
It'll be here by the end of the year. I feel it.
I don't know.
It's the 25th anniversary though. It makes sense. We
still haven't gotten our Avatar 4K yet, or our Terminator 4K. Where's my?
I need the Terminator on 4K. I feel like that's gonna go to a boutique. That's gonna go to a boutique label.
T2 is the only 4K from Cameron T2 is the only 4K that we've gotten from Cameron, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, we're getting the Abyss, right? This year.
We were supposed to get Panic Room too, but
no, they definitely announced the Abyss. Was it Abyss or the other one? What was the other one?
It was the Abyss. True Lies is still up in the air. We don't know about that.
No, movie. I know for a fact that he announced the Abyss. He said like, oh yeah, it's coming. Well, if that 4K is gonna be good or not, I don't know.
And who knows when we're gonna get that?
Well, no, that's Disney making that 4K, so I don't know.
Yeah, it depends on whether or not Cameron is overlooking the transfer or not. But we can't say that with a grain of salt too, because like I said, I don't hate the T2 transfer, but he did overlook that too. To me,
I don't know what happened with T2 because
that transfer don't do the movie justice. That's the thing. Like the movie's great, but the transfer don't do it justice.
When I saw Avatar back in September, I saw it and it was in 4K and it looked immaculate. So I don't know what happened with T2. I don't
know. He tried to clean it up. That's what he tried to do.
When it didn't need to be cleaned up.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah, because the Blu-ray looks fine, you know. But AJ, you going to see this, bro?
I'm thinking about it. It's
you
still
don't think
kind of
Stacey want to go see this, bro?
She doesn't like the movie. Hot take. She does not like the movie.
Steph is not a big fan. Steph is not a huge fan of the movie either. She likes it, but she's not like, she wouldn't go. If I took her, she would go, but I know she'd be in her back of her mind like, why the fuck are we going to see
this? Man, I feel bad for y'all, bro. If I was with y'all, I'd be like, bro, screw them that don't like it. Let's all go see it together and cry together, bro. Let's go.
We would go. We would go, bro.
For sure. For sure.
I'll never let go. I'll never let go.
I'll never let go. All three of us balling in the theater. Alex gonna have a lump.
Bro.
Have a lump in his throat.
But Titanic, bro. I mean, I am a little surprised that
You saw it in 3D?
Yeah, I saw it when they released it.
Okay. Yeah, I missed that one.
It feels weird that they're releasing it again because it doesn't feel like far enough.
Are you serious?
Okay, look
who you talking to.
I
talking to James Cameron. Bro.
I know, but
he wants that box
office. Look at like Avatar. Like Avatar, they released it 13 years after it came out. Compared to Titanic when they released it less than that ago. They released it in
it's been 11 years.
Yeah, been about 11 years.
That's a decent amount of time to not release this movie. And it's the 25th anniversary. Yeah. Avatar was a different story. They released it because the new one's coming out.
Maybe it would have felt more. Maybe it would have felt more special if they didn't release it in 2012, and then they did this one.
That was an anniversary though too.
Yeah, I could see them releasing it in another 10 years too.
Yes, exactly.
35.
They will release it in 35 and 30 the 35th anniversary. They will.
You'll do it with Titanic too, or Avatar too.
It's just that these movies are so monumental, and obviously when it comes to box office for sure, but for filmmaking, they did something immaculate, that people.
Well, if that's the case, where are my re-releases for things like Star Wars and Pulp Fiction?
They re-released Star Wars.
Yeah, they did.
Tried to do that. The wrong ones.
Oh yeah, they started with the prequels. Yeah, they fucked up on them. They should have did release order, not number order.
I forgot that they tried doing that, bro.
Yeah, that's why they won't do it.
Big thing, bro. They're like, oh, re-experience episode 1 in 3D. Yeah, I really want to experience
episode 1. One, really?
The crazy thing about it, that release got it to $1 billion. So it's like it's crazy, you know.
They came out for it.
Yeah, I mean, people did go see it. So
I remember I was working at the theater when they released it, and we had lines out the door for it, and I'm like, "Yo, this is crazy."
I don't know what I'm talking shit. I probably would have been one of the stupid schmucks to go see it too. I don't know.
You would have been.
The thing is, when they were talking about releasing these movies, when we talking about Star Wars, when they were talking about releasing the Star Wars movies, once they said they start with the prequels, I'm like, all right, I'm ready to see Revenge of the Sith. That's the one I care about. That's the one I want to see. And we never got it, so it was like, fuck.
Revenge of the Sith in 3D probably would have went hard.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I probably would have done it because at the time we didn't know if they were making more Star Wars movies. So
yeah.
Well, no, they had announced in 2012 that they were starting, right? That's when they had announced it. It was like 2012 or 2013. That's when they had announced.
It was after the release of those movies, though.
Yeah, Disney bought Lucasfilm. Well, they announced that they were starting making movies like 2013.
Yeah, so it was like around there. So at the time, there was no new Star Wars movie. So I would have been like, "Hey, this is gonna be my first Star Wars movie in the theater." Unfortunately, it's that one. But you know, I don't know. Let's move on from this. But
if you guys are going to see Titanic in the theater next month, let us know in the comment section below. Maybe it'll be your first time seeing it. I think it'll be amazing if it's just your first time seeing it in the theater. That's the only thing that's holding.
It's probably gonna be Kevin, so because I know I'm probably gonna go see it with Kevin.
He's never seen the movie.
He probably hasn't. I'd be shocked if he was like, "Yeah, I've seen Titanic."
I'm not surprised though, because like most people think, "Oh, it's a chick flick. I ain't gonna watch that." So you know.
But that was when I saw it in the theater, that was the first time I ever seen it. So
that's awesome.
That was dope.
I seen it on VHS with the 2 tapes. Let's go.
Nice. I own that version.
I want that version. I ain't gonna lie. I would buy it if I saw it in the wild. I would buy it for sure.
See it back there in the background.
Yeah. Just like you see my Michael Jackson tape sitting right there. You see the Thriller tape sitting right there. But let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. And speaking of James Cameron, we're on the topic of James Cameron again. Yo, Avatar 2 about to hit $2 billion, bro. And I will eat my words because I was the one saying it's not gonna hit $2 billion. There's no way it's gonna hit $2 billion. But I thought, then I took my thoughts back. I said, hold on, it's coming out in December, no competition. Why wouldn't it not make up $2 billion? For one, the rewatchability, you know, everyone telling everybody to go see it. I went to work the next week, and a couple of my coworkers came to me specifically like, did you go see it? What you think about it? And I basically told everyone to go see it. Like, go see it. And I told everybody to see it in 3D. And the highest paid one. So, of course, it's going to make $2 billion or close to it. I think I just checked the box office. It's at 1.9 billion at the moment.
James Cameron's making money from December all the way till Ant-Man comes out because he's got this and then the re-release of Titanic.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
He was like, all right.
With no competition in between.
Even if I don't make money with this movie, the one that I made that everyone loves, that one's gonna make me money too. I don't give a shit. I'm happy. I am because it would have been kind of bittersweet. I said this for months that if this movie had failed, I would have been very upset because you know I know there's a lot more that he wants to tell. And we've been hearing some of those things, which I'm very interested in. We're going to get a Fire Nation of Na'vi, which sounds fucking awesome. I didn't think we'd be getting it in the next movie. I thought we'd be getting it in like the 4th movie or something. Yeah. But I'm very happy about that. And I'm very happy this was a success because this man sat there for 13 years and said, I want to do this. I want to dedicate my life to this world. And I don't want to do anything else. And we said, why, Cameron, for the love of God, come back. Give us a proper sequel to Terminator 2.
Yeah.
And, you know,
he loves Pandora, man.
I'm very happy that this...
that he does.
I'm very happy that this worked out for him because if it didn't, I could only imagine what that would have done to him. He probably would be like, I'm not making movies ever again. I mean, he's probably still not going to make movies ever again after the 5th one comes out. But, you know, I am very happy that this worked out for him, you know.
AJ?
I can agree with that because everything that Tyler was saying about all the effort that was time and effort that was put into this project, and it was a huge success. So
yeah,
I agree completely.
I mean, like when people questioned when he said that he need to make that money to basically break even, he wasn't just talking about the movie itself. He was talking about his time, because we all say, this is saying time is money, and that's true. He dedicated all this time to give us this movie,
especially when you're working with the mouse.
Yeah, for sure. And think about at the time when they acquired Fox, that wasn't an issue. They wasn't, that wasn't the thing, But now that he's underneath, Disney owns Fox now. It's like, okay,
everything that got axed from the Disney Fox acquisition, Avatar was never going to get axed.
No,
you can axe
the highest grossing movie of all time. Definitely,
they would sit there. A new Alien movie, continuing the Prometheus. Get that shit out of here, bro. A new Predator movie, new Dark. Get that shit out of here, bro. Avatar, Cameron.
Yeah, I'm agree with Tyler earlier, what he said earlier too. I'm glad it's a success. Just by the way the first one ends, it's like you want to see more after the first movie ends. And I'm glad we got the sequel, and I'm glad it was good. Like, it was really good. This movie couldn't have been. It could have been terrible. Like, we could have been like, oh, that's it, But we all came out of it like, it was really good. So I mean, shout out to James Cameron. He's one of the GOATs. I don't care what nobody say. Even though his filmography is not on the pedestal of someone like Steven Spielberg, but he's broken the barriers and laid the groundwork for future filmmakers and for more to come.
Sure.
He's doing things that most people won't do, like go to the bottom of the fucking ocean. Most people ain't doing that shit, but he wants to do that. And it's awesome, man. I trust me. I love James Cameron, bro. Like, regardless to all the shit he says about the other Terminator movies, about how they were, and you smoking crack, bro. There's way Terminator Genesis is the best sequel after fucking Terminator 2. Get the fuck out of here.
Listen, for every thing that Cameron says that I like, there are 18 things that he says that I'm just like, shut the fuck up. And this franchise, I've never seen somebody put their foot in their mouth more than him when it comes to this. Like, Jesus Christ, we get it. You're a success. We fucking get it. Shut up. He was saying something like, oh, Avatar, The Way of Water reminds fans that they want to come back to the movies. I'm like, I'm sorry. What movie did you just knock down to get to another spot in the rankings? Oh, that's right. A movie that came out in December of 2021 called No Way Home.
Right.
You fucking idiot.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like,
these directors don't respect superhero movies, though.
No,
they don't.
It's kind of messed up, because if you would think, well, this is more like sci-fi fantasy. It's not like superhero, but man, you could still say like certain superheroes got sci-fi elements to it and stuff like that.
Right.
They just put the superhero pedestal over it.
I guarantee you, on the low, Martin Scorsese likes Eternals. Mark that shit.
I wouldn't bet on that, but
I guarantee you, on his deathbed, he's gonna say, someone's gonna say, "Do you have any last words?" Eternals is a masterpiece.
The fuck let's move on. Let's go ahead and move on to the next story. If you guys have any thoughts about Avatar hitting $2 billion, let me know in the comment section below. Have you seen Avatar? Let me know as well. If you have, go check out our spoiler review. We did a spoiler review on it. So let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. And Tyler wanted to bring this up, which I didn't really think we was going to talk about this, but he sent it in the notes, talking about Netflix restoring the Snyderverse. Now I'm gonna let Tyler start with this because he said he was gonna go off, so he probably not gonna go off now that he said that. But
so this somebody tweeted this or something, and I saw it. I saw the original tweet, and I was like, "What?" And it gained traction, as of course it does when you fucking utter the name Snyder.
Facts.
And everyone just started reposting it, and I'm sitting here like, why are we making this relevant anymore? There are so many people that are so beyond the Snyderverse right now. It's not even funny right now. Zack Snyder, I guarantee you, is not even thinking about DC anymore. He's over here making Rebel Moon, which I think is gonna be a banger, and I can't wait for. He's over here at Netflix doing what he wanted to do at Warner Brothers, which was just make fucking movies. And you people are over here still asking people to restore a universe that is fucking dead. It is dead.
Yeah, this
D-U-D. Dead. It is dead. It is not coming back in any way, shape, or form. It is not coming back by Zack Snyder. It is not coming back from any other director. It is fucking dead. And you can thank James Gunn for that. It's fucking dead.
But Netflix, though.
Nobody is restoring the Snyderverse.
But this one I'm saying. But like, I would propose something though. Restore the Snyderverse, but not. And we've talked about this, I think, off camera. Not in live action. Give me an animated Snyderverse.
I have that. It's called the DCAU. I have that.
Yeah, we got that, but I mean, with the Snyder characters, that's what I'm saying. The Snyder characters, Snyder design.
You just want the voices? That's what you want?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
no,
I won't.
I got the storylines. The Aquaman movie is Throne of Atlantis. I have a movie called Throne of Atlantis. I don't need that. Enough. You people don't want to move on. For what? What the fuck is the? Let's say hypothetically, Netflix said, "Oh, Mr. Snyder, would you mind restoring the Snyderverse?" What fucking good is that gonna do? You're gonna have two DC universes going on. One has no effect and does not matter, and one we don't even know if it's gonna be a success or not. What good does that do? Nothing.
And people love Snyder, bro.
Zack Snyder does not give a fuck about DC anymore. He did at one point.
I don't doubt that.
In 2017, before you fucking killed it, and you fucking looked at him and said, "Oh, you know, your daughter died. Let's use that as leverage and change your fucking movie because we don't like the way you're making it." Instead of just letting him make it the way you fucking wanted to, because you saw that people didn't like BVS. Now you're at a point where he doesn't even want to fucking come back. He's over here at Netflix doing God knows what. With Ray Fisher, another person that you fucking pushed away because you wanted to be fucking dumbasses. Enough of this shit, bro. I'm not overly excited for James Gunn's DC, but Jesus Christ, it's something new. Yeah. Enough. Yeah. Enough. Let it go. I'm not happy about DC restarting, but Jesus Christ, let it fucking go.
It's like what they say is like if you keep what's the definition for insanity? If you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, getting the same result. It's like, I think
expected something different.
Yeah, expect something different. It's like, man, I agree. I agree with everything you're saying, Ty. I'm glad that we've had that chapter. I would love for it to keep going, but I think it's the best
I
think for it is just to
nobody wants to do it anymore. Nobody even cares over there anymore. Yeah. You don't see Ezra Miller. Oh,
that would be the first person.
You don't see like Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot saying, "Hey, I think they should restore the Snyderverse." If they don't care, why do you care? That plain and simple. If they don't care, why do you care? Legitimately,
because they're fans.
It's the fans. That's not the actors.
And they also try to do how they got Zack Snyder's Justice League. They're trying to make it relevant so the studios and the people can recognize that we want this.
You yourself can make it relevant by choosing to see it as relevant. The same way that technically H2O is not relevant because of this new timeline, but I choose to make it relevant because my preferred timeline is Halloween 1, 2, and H2O. That is my preferred timeline, and I choose to make H2O relevant. The David Gordon Green timeline is not relevant because that timeline is dog shit. You can make it relevant yourself by choosing to make it relevant. Why are you sitting here leading a campaign that is 3 years way overdone for people that don't care? They don't care. Enough. We're apparently, I wouldn't be surprised if we get James Gunn's announcement this week after we sit here and talk about this.
Yeah, facts.
Which
that's usually what happens.
I'm desperately waiting.
That's usually what happens.
I'm very open-minded to see what James Gunn is going to do, because for the love of God, I'm so fucking tired. This fan base has made me so annoyed with Zack Snyder that I don't want to hear the name Zack Snyder ever again. But I can't entirely say that because I'm very excited from Rebel Moon. So, but I'm tired of this. This is ridiculous.
I mean, Zack Snyder and DC in the same
sentence. It's so ridiculous, this topic. Like, enough. Like, these people don't get tired of it. It's like they wake up and breathe the name Snyder. Like, Jesus Christ. Just lock yourself in a padded cell and watch the 3 movies over and over and over and over again.
That's what you're gonna have to do.
Yeah. I mean, you can start from what, Man of Steel all the way to Zack Snyder Justice League. That's it. Yep. That's the Snyderverse you got. And
it's a nice little Snyderverse we got right there.
Yeah,
some great movies.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, I think so too. But, yeah, I mean, I got no other thoughts. Trust me, I didn't think I was going to talk about the situation because I didn't think it was real. I'm like, there's no way that they're doing this. Even like just what Tyler said. Why would Zack Snyder want to go back into that pond or go back into the sandbox again when that sandbox burned the fuck out of him? Like they did him dirty, like fuck, And then he give us something like Zack Snyder Justice League, and then we all get burned at the end of the day because he gave us that, and we don't get the follow up on that.
It's not canon.
Yeah, like it's not even canon. So
I'm so done with DC right now. I am.
Yeah.
If James Gunn does not announce something this month that really piques our interest, I think. I mean,
I'm excited for the Batman universe. That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, I am too. I wouldn't say excited. I'm looking forward to it though.
Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson are the Leonardo DiCaprio meme from Django. Every time people talk about DC, that is what they are, because they know they can sit here. Okay, come 2024, give or take, or 2024 when we get an announcement for that movie. They're gonna be like,
we're gonna be getting an announcement this year, probably.
I don't know, maybe because he said he's writing it.
Yeah, he said that he's working on the script right now.
We could get an announcement by July, maybe.
I mean, they gave us a decent sized trailer and they filmed 25% of the movie. So I mean,
yeah.
So I mean, shit, they can go out and shoot something and give us a little minute trailer. I'm sure
they can give us another test footage. They could give us test footage for the new villain.
Yeah,
that they're gonna do whatever they do. But
I mean, at least an announcement.
Yeah, like what the title's gonna be. Mm-hmm. It's clearly not gonna be the Batman 2. But
I don't know.
You got any more thoughts on this?
No, I'm just Batman only. People don't like that it's only Batman, but at this point, I mean, you did that yourself.
Yeah, we got Joker too. Yeah. I mean, I'm not excited for Joker 2. I don't want.
I
don't want Joker 2 to exist. That movie
I want to see. We need news on that.
Yeah,
because I think it started filming. I could be wrong. Like started filming.
We got a photo. We got a photo already. So.
Oh yeah, we did. That's right. I don't know. I want to know what that movie's about.
I'm with AJ right now. I'm so up to here with the DC expanded universe, whatever the fuck they want to call it.
Yeah, DC.
Like we was all like I said, I was excited when James Gunn came on because I was like, okay, we got somebody that knows the superhero world, that has worked with Marvel, so he knows.
I'm still excited because the universe is going to be cohesive. Like, right, we already know it's going to be cohesive. So right off the gun, that no pun intended. Right off the gun, that's already 1 star achieved.
Yeah,
but
do you guys think that Blue Beetle was going to be relevant to this James Gunn universe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because if I could see,
I hope so.
My vision, my hope for James Gunn is that he goes more younger. He doesn't go, which I don't think it's true because
we might get more focus on Young Justice or
that's
Teen
what I'm
Titans.
saying. That's personally what I want.
Well, he's focusing on a younger Superman right
But
now.
he said he released the DC logo, like the DC Studios logo, and it's like the Justice League only. So I don't think that's going to be the case. But I think if anyone could bring Young Justice or Teen Titans to the big screen, it'd be James Gunn.
Yeah.
That is personally what I want. I would do Young Justice or Teen Titans. And I've said this before, but that's what I would do. Give us
they already got
all
Titans,
new
bro.
Give us
they can do another. They doing two Batmans at the end of the day. I mean, they got the Batman universe, then you got the Batman in the DC universe. So
I wouldn't be opposed to seeing the Titans in the movie universe because I like those characters. I just don't like that show. I like those characters. All those characters are not Red Hood and Scarecrow. Fuck that shit. But like I love
actual Titans.
Like Brendan Thwaites as Nightwing. That to me is some of the most underrated comic book casting ever. I think he's a great Nightwing, and I like this guy as Beast Boy. He's really good as Beast Boy too. But yeah, I would go younger for DC. That's just me. I think them introducing the Justice League right away again, I don't think that's the right move.
I don't think that's happening. I don't think that's happening.
Or the Justice League characters, whatever. Unless they want to start off by, I think them doing a Superman movie first is fine. That's not what I would do, but it's fine.
It's lucrative.
I think personally, I think what they should do, because this Flash movie is going to be a fucking disaster. I think if they're going to make a new, yes, it is. I think
they put too much money into it.
Yeah. I think if they're going to do a new Flash movie, which I could see coming because he's on the logo for the DC studio, I think everybody on that logo is getting new movies, whether I like it or not. Right. So even Aquaman, I could see getting another movie.
Yeah.
But like maybe to start off the DC universe, give me a Flash movie, a actual Flash movie, or give me a Cyborg movie if they're doing Cyborg. I don't know. But basically start off with someone that's not Batman or Superman or Wonder Woman. Give us a solo movie. Like look at how they did with the MCU. Iron Man was not a household name before that movie came out. That was kind of like,
but also they weren't like I think DC is trying to strive too high. They expect to make billions of dollars. Like when Marvel first started, like they didn't expect Iron Man to make $1 billion. They expected to make, I don't know how much it made, probably about 500 million.
That's because they're owned by Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers only cares about money.
Yeah, so I mean, but yeah, we know Netflix got the money to do whatever the fuck they want to do, even though they shouldn't be spending all their money because they need to be saving their money. But
Netflix, if Netflix wants to do actual DC content, they should continue to do things like the Sandman, the Vertigo comics. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, maybe they should do
I haven't seen the Sandman. I heard it's great, but
yeah, I plan on checking that out.
I think they should invest. I'm assuming they have the rights to a lot of the Vertigo stuff. Give us the Vertigo stuff. I think that could be great. A universe of the Vertigo comics. I think that would be fantastic. Give, this like weird universe of like all these side things that nobody really knows are actually DC. I think that would be rather fantastic, to be honest. It would show people, hey, DC is not just superheroes and punching things and blowing shit up. It's also like this, kind of like the street heroes of the MCU. It's not always explosions and, magic and shit. It's, there's other things going on. I think Netflix doing a Constantine show would be awesome. Yeah. Get the Duffer Brothers to do that, please. That'd be fantastic.
I think that'd be dope.
That would be awesome.
I want the Duffer Brothers to do more stuff.
Aren't they doing another Constantine movie with Keanu Reeves though?
They are. I don't think it's not completely confirmed, but they were talking about doing a sequel to that movie, which I'm actually down for that because I like the Constantine movie. I like it more than most people.
I didn't even finish it. AJ, did you finish it?
No, but I was still into it. I need to finish it.
I liked it a lot more slow. It is slow. That's
well,
the thing.
I got it. So whenever you want to watch it,
you want to watch? Oh yeah, we do it.
Not tonight.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
No.
But yeah, we've talked on this situation way too longer than I anticipated. But if you guys got any thoughts on this rumor and this tweet going around about Netflix restoring the Snyderverse, it only started because he's now dedicated to Netflix and they think that they can do it. When at the end of the day, I don't think DC characters are like, especially the main DC characters, not everybody can touch them. Only Warner Brothers can do DC, like the main line characters. Now, obviously, like you got the stuff like the Vertigo stuff, they can do that, but they can't touch when it comes to Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, none of that stuff, they can't be touched.
Why do we want a Netflix's budget on these movies anyway?
But that's why I said I wouldn't want that. I would want, like I said, do animator, do CG. Give me a CG. Give me CG DC content.
I feel like
not hand drawn. Like
with the way Stranger Things turned out CGI wise, I don't think I could really diss Netflix no more, to be honest. Because Netflix, Stranger Things looked incredible, like special effects wise, and they some of their other stuff has looked like amazing too.
Yeah, I feel like their stuff hasn't looked bad for a while.
What's that movie with the Russos? Some of the CGI in that movie was really bad. Oh my god, what the fuck was it called? The Gray Man.
I like the Gray Man.
The Gray Man was good, but some of the effects were really bad in that movie.
Yeah, the effects did not hold up. Yeah, you're definitely right about that.
That plane part, oh, woof. That was not good.
Give us a minute, Emmett. Give us a minute. We're about to move on to that next topic. Give us a minute. But let's go ahead and move on to our next topic.
Are we done with the quick stuff? Because there was one thing that I forgot happened today.
What happened?
So I guess they announced that there's gonna be like a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers like thing. It's like a special with the original cast coming back or something.
Oh, like a type of reunion type thing.
I think so. I don't know. I know they released a trailer for it, and I saw the behind the scenes pictures of like Billy and Adam. I don't know what it is. If you guys know in the chat, let me know. Like I wanted to talk about it because I was like, oh wow.
Yo, I sat here and I thought about I wanted to watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie, man. Like,
yeah, let's look
like it man.
Let's look it up real quick.
Definitely, if you guys don't have that movie, definitely get that movie, bro. Like, it's definitely over the top, but it's a fun time, man. It is. It's so fun, dude. It's absurd. The CGI is terrible. Reunion? It's a Netflix thing.
Yeah, it's a Netflix thing.
Speaking of Netflix,
coming in April.
Yeah, so it's like it's a scripted Netflix special celebrating the enduring legacy of the show, and they're bringing back Adam, Rocky, 19th. Billy, and I guess that's the Pink Ranger from Zeo because she's blonde.
The one out in Turbo.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh, that's cool. They're not bringing back to actually play Kimberly. What? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to come back. I don't know. And then they're obviously not bringing back this guy.
And maybe that's why they're probably doing it too. That's probably what pushed them to promote it.
No, not that. I'm talking about the other fool. They got arrested.
Who got arrested?
Didn't the guy who plays Jason get arrested?
Yeah, one of them did.
Oh, the one who played the Red Ranger.
He used a sword on somebody, like a real sword.
No,
is that who I'm thinking
about? That's another one.
Oh, okay.
But there was,
there
was. Oh my god, what the fuck is this dude's name that plays Jason in the fucking original show? I cannot think of his name right now. Why can I not think of this dude's name? I feel isn't it like Austin St. John or some shit?
I don't know. I don't really know.
I'm pretty sure like that actor got arrested or something. I'm pretty sure, and that's why he's not coming back.
Oh well, man.
But I'm definitely excited to watch this. I mean, a special dedicated to Power Rangers with the original cast. Bring that, give me that shit.
I think I kind of wish more shows and stuff like that. That's why, like, I'm gonna show it now. But like when we got stuff like this Pennywise thing, Like I want more stuff like this.
You know,
like,
I saw that and I knew you were gonna buy it.
yeah,
I seen that in the store without
Bruh.
watching his video. I was like, oh, he's so buying this.
we got somebody that's in the stream.
We
live,
Hey,
What's
what
happening?
up, bro?
Yes,
you,
sir.
Good.
you here just in time.
Okay, perfect. So, John, did you talk about the Power Rangers thing at all today?
No.
Do you know what it is though? Like, because we were trying to figure out what it actually is. Because I had heard about it today.
I don't know exactly. We were talking about it in my writers group chat, but I don't know exactly. I think it's just gonna be like a one-off, like reunion special.
Oh, okay.
I'm hyped for it though. I'm
Yeah.
hyped. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, Emmett says Austin St. John.
All right.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. And I said, John, you made it just in time. You talk about the Ant-Man 3, the new trailer that came out. I watched it today, and
I didn't watch it. Are
you?
You didn't watch it?
Go watch it real quick. Go watch it. Go watch it real quick.
Yo, I assumed it was the one that came out like last week.
No,
That's the one we're talking about.
Yeah, that's the one we're talking about.
That's the one y'all talking about?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
latest
I
one.
did watch it.
Yeah. Well, they released a 1
Well, yeah,
minute
because we were
thing.
talking about MODOK. We
Right.
were talking about MODOK when it came out.
Yeah, that's the one we're talking about.
That
Talking about the
that
just
one
came
that
out.
they
I
dropped
did
didn't
watch
really. That one that they dropped didn't really show nothing. It was
it's
just
like
like,
a 1
oh,
minute,
like
yeah.
tickets are on sale.
Tickets
Hold
on
on.
sale.
Did
thing,
y'all
yeah.
talk about Last of Us yet?
No.
No, not
Okay.
yet.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Okay, hell yeah.
All right.
All right,
You thought
come
I
on.
wasn't gonna watch it?
Well, you didn't play the game though, right?
I
Yeah,
did.
he did. He played the
did.
first
He played
one.
the
He didn't
first
play
Oh,
two.
you didn't play part
Yeah,
two.
I didn't play 2. I played the first one though.
You definitely need to play part 2. But we're getting off topic. Let's talk about the Ant-Man 3 trailer. I did watch it today. I was literally at work. I'm like, I need to watch this because I didn't do a reaction. I was kind of late to the party on that. Once a day or two passed, I said, no, I'm not doing a reaction. Fuck it. Same with the Mandalorian trailer. It came out. My fiance and them, they were having like a party upstairs, so there was no way I would have been able to record. It would have been too loud. So I just said, fuck it, I'm just not gonna record that either. So I just watched both trailers back to back. The Ant-Man 3 trailer, man.
Fire.
You talking about the hype level. That
Fire.
shit said, nigga, what? Hold my beer. Because it got me pretty excited. Jonathan Majors,
bro.
why is he about to have a stellar year? Like,
Bruh,
year.
like, why
he
is
got
he
3 movies coming out within a
Great
6-month radius,
why-
bro.
why is
There's
he-
that Devotion. He got
Devotion.
Ant-Man and the Wasp coming out in February. And then he got
Creed.
Creed in March.
and he got Loki. So it's like, what?
Oh,
Oh
the
yeah,
fuck,
he's
bro?
gonna get Loki too.
Like this dude said, I'm coming through the gate
and
and I'm
Pedro
about to
Pascal.
destroy everything.
Pedro Pascal's about to have a year too.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
So I have
You
two-
right. Tyler, the visuals definitely look better than the last trailer.
I have two different feelings about this trailer. As a trailer, it's good.
Yeah, for sure.
I said that about the first trailer. I was like, they're not bad trailers.
This trailer knocks the first trailer out the water.
This was a really good trailer. I was like,
I'm upset I can't see it on the big screen.
yeah, I'm not gonna be able to see it because none's coming out unless they
Yeah.
show. I'm gonna go see Searching this weekend. I don't know if they're gonna show it then,
They'll probably show it.
but or Missing, whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see that too. So.
The trailer was good. The
You probably
effects
did.
look better,
Oh,
way
yeah.
better. Peyton Reed was talking about how the visuals are gonna be like way more like grander and schemer in this movie. He's not wrong. The visuals,
I see it.
especially towards the ending of this trailer, are phenomenal.
You get the shot of the Ant-Man, the giant man,
Yeah, and it's just, like,
deteriorating.
deteriorating.
That just looks so
And
good.
that
dude.
part where like all the little Ant-Mans are like stacked up and he's like
Yeah.
falling, that
You
was
reminded me of
great.
World War Z.
Yeah,
Mm.
making a little ant tower. Ant tower.
I was
Yeah.
like, yo, that's really cool. Music was great.
Yes,
Bruh.
the score
I
is going to
love
be great for this.
the ending of the trailer was just like that last 30 seconds was just like, oh man, that's a Marvel trailer. man.
Yes,
Um,
for sure.
Now we move into how I
Yeah,
feel
that's
about the movie.
You haven't seen it yet.
I know. But I will say that the trailer made me a little bit more interested, mainly because of the visuals. To be honest, I was like, "Yo, this movie might be a little crazy," you know. And I'm everything with King. It's just like, oh my god. But like, I'm still hesitant. I am. I don't know. Like, I will say this: this movie means a little bit more to me now than it did whenever we got that first trailer. But something about it is kind of like, is this apparently this movie is gonna be the Civil War of the new Civil War of the phase of the MCU, where it's gonna have as much impact as that movie did. We'll see. But like something about this, I'm like, I'm not gonna fully say, all right, let's go. I'm gonna dial it back walking in, but I'm not as negative on it as I was before. You know, me and AJ feel a little bit the same way, a little bit, because I know he likes more of what's happening than I do. Yeah. I personally, I don't like the story direction, but I feel like the movie is gonna sell me on it a little bit better than the trailer is, because the trailer kind of just says it. You know, I feel like the movie is kind of gonna throw the emotions in there with it, so it'll help. Yeah. So that's where I'm coming from with it. I'm not over the moon about it, but most people don't hear me saying it's a good trailer. They just hear me saying I'm not really excited for it. Right. I'm like, I'm telling you it's a good trailer. I'm not saying it's bad. Yeah. You know, but that's where I'm coming from with Ant-Man.
Are you anticipating? I was just gonna say, are you anticipating part 3 of Guardians more than this? Or?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'm anticipating this movie a little bit more than Guardians.
Same.
That trailer was great. That now that we finally got a story trailer, I have been sold on the movie. Not saying that it's gonna be amazing, but it looks good, and I am excited for that story.
It feels like it got more depth. And it feels like there is stakes and emotion. It feels
like there's actually emotions in this movie. In the first 2 Ant-Mans, you could feel those emotions with Cassie and Scott. But like, I feel like with this movie, it's gonna take it there.
Those are much smaller movies, though. Like those two movies we call them the filler MCU movies. The gap up to the next big event.
I feel about the second and the first. I think the first is a genuinely good movie.
I can't hardly say that our origin movies are filler, because it's setting up a character that we're gonna see.
Yeah. I'm just talking about that movie bridged the gap between, you know, that from Age of Ultron to what Civil War was after that. So that was like the one middle one where it's like, okay, now we're moving on to, you know, we have to introduce him to get him to the next movie. So, but John,
I see what you're saying.
Go ahead, I'm with AJ. I definitely am more excited for Quantumania than I am for Volume 3. I think I was always more excited for Quantumania than Volume 3, but this last trailer definitely like solidified it. And I firmly believe it's going to be the best of the Ant-Man movies.
Oh yeah.
But what I find most comforting is that it is a return to form for Marvel. At least it looks that way.
Looks that way. Yeah.
Because after the up and down roller coaster of quality that we got in Phase 4, this looks promising. From a story standpoint, it looks promising. Casting, it looks promising. CGI, it looks promising. It's just I haven't felt this optimistic about Marvel in a long time.
I will say this. This movie doesn't look like it will be a waste of my time. I don't think when this movie ends, I will be like, okay.
Yeah.
And I don't think when we see those post-credit scenes, we're gonna be like, well, on the Guardians 3. No. I think now I'm not expecting anything crazy, but I think when we walk out of this movie after we see those post-credit scenes, we're gonna be like, Oh shit!
I think this. It's funny to say Ant-Man movie is probably gonna leave us speechless at the end of it. I really do believe that.
Well, Ant-Man and the Wasp left me speechless. That post-credit scene.
That's a different scenario. But
post-credit scene was the best part of the movie.
Yeah, I mean that's a different scenario.
Oh, you talking about the ant playing the drums?
No, not that.
No, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
The dusting.
Oh, okay. Wait, what was the post-credit scene for that?
The ant jumping
the ant
yeah.
He talking about the dusting and Ant-Man being stuck in the quantum realm.
Yeah.
But
I remember seeing that and be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But I think this movie and I think Guardians gonna have a level of emotion that we haven't seen from these movies. Well, the first Guardians had a certain amount of emotion, but I think this movie and Guardians are gonna have a certain weight of emotion that we weren't expecting from these movies. Because I think they have to deliver it. One being the third movie of a concluding trilogy, you got to have to give us that, you know.
Yeah. I would say that Volume 2 still had emotion. It just lacked plot.
Yeah. We talked about it felt like it was just joke. Like that's all it was the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like improv.
If you didn't get a lump in your throat when Yondu died,
that's what I felt. That's what I felt with Guardians. I felt like it was a lot of improv. You know, they were just trying to come up with situations for things to happen. You know, like I tell everybody, you can literally skip that movie. Like the fact that Star-Lord is a half celestial,
they don't bring up.
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, when they go to Infinity War, they don't talk about. Well, he says he's half human, but that doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. So, like, you can skip that movie.
Let's talk about the big elephant in the room, Mr. MODOK. So,
is he really a big elephant in the room? Because in the trailer, what do we see of him besides one shot?
Well, we see two shots. We see one of him with the mask, and then one that was revealed to us where you see him.
That then.
It's not in the trailer.
That's what I'm saying. That's not in the trailer.
Yes, it is. It's in the trailer. You got to. Yes, that's in the trailer.
Like
I know. I had to watch it.
I watched that trailer 3 times, and I was looking for it and didn't see it.
I saw it. I had to watch it a couple times to find it.
I was looking for it as well.
It's quick. It's in like the.
I saw the mask. I didn't see mask list though.
It's in like the beginning of the trailer. You had to watch it a couple times because I didn't see it the first couple times yet. I'm like, where the fuck did you people pull this from?
Yeah, it's got to be there because they pulled the picture from somewhere. So
I will say this. Me and AJ, we were both saying this. We were like, Jesus Christ, he looks so dumb. When we saw the toys and all that, we were like, oh my God.
The merchandise.
We were like, what the fuck is this? As soon as I saw that shot of him, like, I guess whatever he was doing, you know, I was like, okay, all right. That looks good. You know, the one thing that's weird, I guess these toy companies don't know how to make toys. His head is like
getting the
really
likeness
round,
is not good.
and I don't know why. Because in the movie, it doesn't look like that. It looks like more
square. Like
it doesn't look the way like it does in the toy. Like the Funko Pop, it looks like a circle.
Yeah,
his head is not like that in the movie.
I don't like the way the Funko looks.
So I'm like, what the like?
Neither do I.
What happened there? You know, and we're gonna get like a giant version of that, which is gonna look like the Thing of Nightmares.
It's gonna be a 10-inch Funko Pop
coming. Now, him without the mask. Listen, I know we talked about it off camera a lot. I know he looks really dumb in the comics. I know. I get it. I get it. I just don't like it.
Who's playing MODOK?
So, John D, did you hear it? Because it's a rumor, but at this point, I think it's pretty true because he's on the cast list as a rumored thing. So, like, I don't want to say it, and then it's like a spoiler.
I mean,
so it's a spoiler.
I don't know.
I don't think it is. I thought most people knew. Apparently,
I
not.
didn't. Because like
the actor that's playing him, they haven't revealed him yet.
They haven't revealed who the character is. All right,
but we don't know who that is.
It's rumored to be. It's rumored to be someone that we've seen already.
Yeah.
So
do you want us to touch on it? or do you want to just not know?
No, let's just.
Yeah, I would say if Alex doesn't know already, just let him go in the theater blind. If he can make it that long without it being spoiled.
Yeah, let's yeah. Cause I'm trying to figure out who. Like, I thought it was going to like. Why didn't they make him look more alien? Like, because I saw the photo, I'm like, why does it look like that? Like, why doesn't it look like he should look like otherworldly? He shouldn't look like that. Mm-hmm. But I don't know.
So I get it. Again, it could look better in the movie because when you see the overhead shot of him and he's floating, I was gonna say walking, and he's floating, it doesn't look that terrible. I think it's gonna look better in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not a fan of it, and I'm trying to just not say it looks like shit. I'm trying to say I'm not a fan of it. I get it. They probably did the best they could possibly do to make it look fine,
make it look believable.
Yeah,
as well.
I was gonna say,
and that's what I'm saying.
I feel the same. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, John.
Because Kang looks stupid. He looks stupid in the comics, so he automatically looks stupid. And I feel what you're saying. I truly think that they did the best that they could do, because I only saw the screenshot. I didn't see it in the trailer. I was looking for it and didn't see it.
I saw the screenshot,
and I'm like, it ain't gonna look no better than that. It's just not.
I just personally hope that he has the mask off to reveal who it is, so that way all the geeks in the theater are like, oh my god, and then he has the mask on 80% of the time. I really hope, because they won me on his design with the mask on. I think the design with the mask on looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
it does. It doesn't look that bad. I like how it looks. I like the colors and all that. It looks cool. I wish they had a little bit more purple in there, but it looks cool, I just hope, seeing that the visuals in this movie are so much better than some of the nonsense we've gotten last year. I hope that is not the one thing that we're like, woof, But I had thought that Jim Carrey was playing him. I had heard that Jim Carrey was going to be MODOK.
Yeah, it was a rumor.
And I was kind of on board for that, because that sounds kind of great. That would have been cool, especially since, even though he overdid it in 2, he had fun playing Robotnik, and I feel like they could have kind of added that to MODOK, and that would have been kind of fine, but it's not him. I hope this actor who is MODOK is infinitely better than he was the last time we saw him, because woof. That's all I'll say on that. But I'm a little bit more interested in this after this trailer. I will say that. I got my tickets Thursday night. I'm gonna be there in IMAX.
Still haven't bought my ticket yet. I'm probably gonna wait till next week to buy my tickets. I might wait till the week before, 2 weeks before, to buy my tickets. I ain't gonna lie. I'm excited for it, but I don't think these tickets ain't gonna sell out. They're not gonna sell out. So, yeah. AJ, you was gonna say something, but I bet you forgot your thought.
No, it was basically covered. I was just gonna say, like, how much better could it look, as far as maskless MODOK? Like, it's hard to put that. Yeah, it's hard to put that character to screen without it looking goofy. That's one reason why they added the mask.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
I think that's gonna look infinitely better.
I feel like the thing that's kind of throwing me off is and now it could be the screenshot, but his head is like really big.
Yeah,
I feel like that's
the point.
Well, okay. Look at MODOK. Okay, look at MODOK in the Avengers game, right? He doesn't look that big compared to the MCU MODOK,
but he still looks stupid.
He does.
That's never gonna change.
I like the way MODOK looks in the Avengers game. If you guys have seen what he looks like in that game, I think that design is really cool.
I just don't like how MODOK looks, period.
Yeah, he's got his own show. There's a MODOK show.
I heard that was terrible. That's on
Hulu.
Listen, moving aside from the design, I hope he has a purpose in this movie. I hope it's not just a
throwaway character.
Yeah, I hope it's not just, hey, look, we have MODOK in the MCU as like the first. I guess this is kind of like the first Fox character, technically, even though we never saw him in those movies. They had the rights to him. Maybe this is the first, little nudge, and if the rumors are true that this is how we're gonna get the intro to the Fantastic Four, which I really hope is not true, it would make sense.
They're gonna be the post-credit scene.
I think it's gonna have I think it's gonna be Fantastic Four.
If the Fantastic Four, I could see that because this is if they don't destroy the quantum realm in this movie, which I'd be shocked if they didn't. If they leave it unscathed, that is definitely going to be the post-credit scene. And if you want to hear a theater erupt,
it's going to be unscathed. They're not destroying the quantum realm.
It's going to be crazy. The crazy part is they probably not even going to show their faces or nothing about their body. They're going to show a blue 4 and everybody going to lose their mind.
It ain't got to be a blue. I mean, blue 4 will be awesome, but I think they're going to show silhouettes of those 4.
Mark my word. Yeah, I can see that. Definitely, I can see that.
That's what it's going to be.
I can see them just hearing their voices, not even seeing anything, just hearing their voices.
Yeah.
Mark my words, I think that post-credit scene is probably going to be the biggest reaction since we saw Thanos in 2012.
It's going to break the internet for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I could definitely see that be like, that would infuse my excitement in the MCU times 1,000.
Yeah.
Just not even seeing them, just being like, yeah, they're here and we're off to the running now.
Bro, what if we get a Pizza Papa type of post-credit scene for this movie, bro?
I'm be sorry. It's
not Sam Raimi, so it's over.
Don't do that to me, man. Don't do that to me.
Well, no, but I can see the Fantastic Four being like the mid one because the mid one is always
the mid one's always the bigger one.
The mid-credit scene is gonna be.
I wish it would be the post-credit scene because they used to back when the MCU was cool with the post-credit scenes and they had one post-credit scene that was actually important. The last post-credit scene would be like a what the fuck moment. Like I was going through the MCU
they need to go back to doing
not too long ago, and those post-credit scenes, and I was like, yo, I can't wait to pop in the next one. Like seeing Thor's hammer at the end of Iron Man 2, I was like, oh shit.
That post-credit scene is still fire.
I was like, let's go. When we got the one for First Avenger, I was just like, oh,
you get the trailer. You get the trailer for the Avengers, like the little minute teaser.
Even Thor the Dark World, you see the Infinity Stone for the first time, and he goes 1 down, 5 to go. You're like, oh my god,
shit,
and then like Winter Soldier, you see Scarlet Witch, and you're like, yo, Scarlet Witch, what?
Yeah,
now
those were the days, bro. I'm sorry to say, those were the days, man. Setting up all this stuff, and then we finally getting there. It's like, I guess I remember me and John, we went to see Infinity War together, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I remember sitting in that theater, and we just, when you hear that, it's no music, it's just the Marvel logo and just a somber tone. We looking there like, bruh, it's about to go down. Like, so yeah. I mean,
now we get post credit scenes like Harry Styles and Hercules.
Yeah.
I'd be excited for Hercules if they didn't destroy Zeus. But thank you, Taika. Thank you so much.
But yeah, you guys got any more thoughts on the Ant-Man 3 trailer before we move on to our next topic?
No.
All right. If you guys have seen the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania trailer, the new one that just came out, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. Are you guys excited for it? Let me know in the comment section below.
Get your tickets.
Yeah, get your tickets. They're on sale now. Let's go ahead and move on to our next topic, and that is the Mandalorian Season 3 trailer 2 is just released, and it's fucking fire. That's all I have to say. Next, it's fire. It is, man. Like Pedro Pascal. We're gonna talk about him in the next topic, but yo, like I saw this video. I saw this video where he was talking. I don't know if it's like an interview or something. He was talking to Jon Favreau. He's like, I was talking to Jon Favreau. He said, I want you to be in a Star Wars project. He was like, what Star Wars project? What I'm gonna play? He said, you're gonna be a Mandalorian. He was like, what? Like he was just amazed, that he was playing this type of character, and he's gonna knock it out of the park like he's always had these last 2 seasons. Baby Yoda. We're gonna keep calling him Baby Yoda. I don't care. Nobody said. We know his name is Grogu. We're gonna.
It's Grogu.
We're gonna keep calling him Baby Yoda. But yeah, he's gonna steal the show as always. Like we get the one scene where he like literally force pushes somebody out of the fucking thing. Like wild. I was like, oh my god. We get some images of some Jedis. Like, okay, this takes place after Return of the Jedi, so it makes sense. And yeah, just see Mandalorian be badasses, and you know, it looks so good, man. I'm so excited. The one thing they've done least right when it comes to Star Wars since, you know, Disney has required them, and you know, doing
this is absolutely the best thing they've ever done. Other than
Force Awakens.
Really, AJ?
Rogue One, probably. I would say, you know, even though I don't care for that movie, I like the fact that they tried making a more mature Star Wars movie. You know,
I really like
a war movie. You know,
right?
And it was cool seeing that story.
AJ reacts to everybody. Go ahead.
I love this show. I love this property. I love everything about it. I love this show. Season 2 to me, other than episode 2, which I thought was meh, was
the frog people episode.
Yeah. I think that season was a perfect season of television.
That was definitely was a filler episode,
and
it was.
I like the finale of that season made me cry my eyes out, legitimately. And
I jumped out of my seat
when when it ended, I said, "So that's it, right?" You know, because I personally thought that was it. I was like, okay,
you know, season 2 was it? They were done.
Yeah, because you know he got
the way they ended it.
He got Grogu to the Jedi. That was the point,
right?
Spoilers. You know, and
John, have you finished season 2 yet? Still,
no,
he has not.
But he saw what happened. He knows what happened.
Oh, but you already got spoiled. Yeah, you already know.
You already got
I hate that he won't see that big thing for the first time.
Yeah, fucking internet.
But I thought what I thought was gonna happen was that they were gonna keep the show going, but shift characters, and Boba Fett
it wasn't gonna be the Mandalorian character we know. It was gonna be someone else.
I thought it was good. Like I thought Book of Boba Fett was gonna be season 3 of Mandalorian.
Well, we see how that turned out.
It was season 3 of Mandalorian, or season 2.5 of Mandalorian.
2.5, bro.
2.5. And I loved everything we got there, except one detail, and that was that Grogu is now back with Mandalorian. I don't like that.
They must not need a purpose for him then. They like, man, we don't.
The reason,
unless he stole them,
I thought that, you know, that was perfect. And I honestly, you know, I know a lot of people, and John is included, he's like, I'm tired of Skywalker shit. I don't want Skywalker things, which I can agree to an extent. Like in terms of movies, no, I don't want that shit anymore. Get that shit out, you know. But I personally wanted a Luke show where he was training Grogu and the other Jedis, like kind of a precursor to The Force Awakens. Maybe we could have saw young Kylo Ren too. Whatever. I personally wanted that, you know, and I'm not disappointed that we didn't get that. You know, we didn't get it. Fine, whatever. Right. I'm disappointed at the fact that they ended Grogu's arc perfect, and now he's back with him. Why?
Because that's what Disney does.
That's what Disney does. But also they know that if they was going to release this show, they couldn't do it without Grogu.
They could have.
I could tell you that right now.
I agree with you.
They went into that marketing team, was like, fuck, we put Grogu away from Mandalorian. They're the selling point of the show.
Right. Gotta sell toys.
You gotta sell toys, and you also gotta bring women to watch this show.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
That's facts,
it's
bro.
like they say Baby Yoda is so cute. I have to keep watching this because it's so cute.
That's no, they don't even watch the show. They just buy the fucking doll.
Yes.
The
that's
backpacks.
It. That's it, bro. The marketing team knows. The PR knows. We got to put them back together. We have to.
You know, and it actually kind of sucks because you look at the story that we're getting for this season, and you're like, man, if Grogu wasn't there, if this was like more of a personal story, this would be that much better. You know, this I was very skeptical about this season. I was like,
the Mandalore.
I was like, okay, let's see where we go. They have exceeded my expectations for this season beyond belief from the trailer. This, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. This, you know, the story they're going for seems great. It seems like he's kind of like lost because he always went, you know, this is the way. He always went with the way of Mandalore. He doesn't have that anymore.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like, what do I base my life on?
What's his purpose? Yeah.
You know, and I think that's great. Him going back to Mandalore, that's gonna be awesome. Us seeing Mandalore, you know, seeing all the culture of the Mandalorians, they're in hiding, you know, and I think that's gonna be awesome. You know, do we see Boba Fett again? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know.
Hope not.
I mean, I like that character. I just don't like the show. But
what have we seen from him that everyone loves? Like, I know there's comic books and shit like that.
Did you watch?
That's what I've been saying.
No, I didn't. I didn't watch the show because I've never been a fan of Boba Fett. I've never been a fan of him. But he has this following.
The show fucked up. The show fucked it up. Listen, I'm gonna tell you why. Because for the first 3 or 4 episodes, they were trying to give him a character and character development. And for the first 2 episodes, they succeeded, at least with me. I was like, yo, this is really cool. He was with the Sand People. He was learning their culture and all that. That was really cool. And then they realized, oh, well, we don't have enough for however long that show was. So let's just fucking bring in all the baggage from Mandalorian. That way we don't have to do it in season 3. So that way people will like it. And they fucked up. They
did that because he's not as great as people think he is.
They could
That's
have
why they did that.
They could have made it great, though. That's my point. That they fucked up because
Boba Fett's one reason was to do a job to capture Han Solo for Darth Vader. That's what his job was.
It.
And we put this notion that he was this epic character. No, this nigga came in and captured Han Solo. That's it.
If they had,
and then got eaten by a fucking,
and died.
Then got eaten. Well, he didn't die clearly because he brought back. But at that moment, he died by a technicality. Like,
I mark my words. If they had stuck with it and wrote it to where they gave him an actual story, it would be better. But they didn't. And I hate that because I was one of the defenders of Book of Boba Fett. A lot of people said the first 2 episodes were not good. I was like, I can't relate. I loved those first 2 episodes where they were showing his backstory and all that. But then they just gave up. They gave up. And I fucking hate that. That's my biggest issue with that show is they try so hard to, you know, give him a story and then they just don't finish it. They spoiler alert for Book of Boba Fett, they murder the Sand People and they're just like, oh, okay, back to Tatooine I go. Or back to Mos Eisley I go. And we're just going to do nonsense. I hated that. And it sucks because I think that could have been really cool to see a more grounded version of Boba Fett. And they fucked up. But, you know, as for Mandalorian, you know, what's up, Jerry? I'm curious as to where we go. You know, who do we see in this season? Because I don't think we're gonna get any Rebels characters because we're getting the Ahsoka show this year, which I'm very excited for, and that's gonna be very Rebels heavy because we're getting what's his name? Oh my god, no, that's not his name. The blue person from Rebels. I can't remember his name. The villain. Oh my god,
Kate.
No, I know his name.
Alex knows who I'm talking about. Oh, he's the villain in Rebels, bro. Come on.
It's the one that everybody want to see live action. That's who it is, too. Everybody wants it.
Right now.
Thrawn.
Yes, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Yes.
Oh, I'm about to say Thrawn. I'm about to say I know it.
We're getting him, you know. I'm pretty sure they're getting Ezra, you know.
Bo-Katan is gonna be in this season too, right?
Yes, she is.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who else is gonna show up. You know, this franchise has done a good job of bringing in the Clone Wars and Rebels people, which in live action, which I never thought I'd see Cad Bane live action, which was great.
I never thought we'd see Ahsoka live action.
Ahsoka.
Like, shit. And then
more or less Rosario Dawson
fucking killing it as that character.
You know,
dang, she's so bad, bro.
Yeah. I'm excited. You know, I know a lot of people were like, "Yeah, Mandalorian season 2 was a cameo fest." Well, bitch, it was a damn good cameo fest. I don't give a fuck. I ate that shit up. When the member berries with Star Wars are good, they're damn good, and I will become diabetic on that shit.
And that's all Boba Fett should have been, was a cameo. AJ,
well, it pretty much was a cameo fest, to be honest.
AJ, I don't know if you said go give us your.
I have not seen the trailer for season 3, but. Okay. All right.
Well, John's not even caught up, so he should be.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, before you finish, AJ, I'm about to get out of here. I just wanted to surprise y'all real quick, but before I go, Last of Us was awesome. That was a perfect pilot. It has set the bar high for all video game adaptations from here on out, and that's all I have to say.
It's the best video game adaptation so far for this first episode.
Yeah, so far.
One episode, bro.
Peace.
One episode. Peace.
All right, yo. But that was Jay Stu. He just came in to surprise him. Okay, he texted me, he was like, "Send me a link. I'm gonna come through." But AJ said he has not seen the trailer. So
not the trailer, but from what y'all have said about it, sounds pretty dope. I'm gonna check it out after the stream.
They've shown a clip in the trailers multiple times, and every time I see it, I fucking want to run laps. It's this clip of the Mandalorians jumping out of a ship.
Bro, I was just I know exactly what you're talking about. And they're all like swimming around, flying.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Every time I see that clip, I'm just like, bro.
It looks epic as fuck. I kind of wish that's why I'm loving that it's a show. But just imagine if this was a film. Like they
fuck it up
on the big screen.
Man,
I don't trust Disney with movies, with Star Wars. I don't trust them anymore. Fuck that shit. That ship is goodbye in the horizon. Goodbye.
It's hard to say that with obviously what they only did 5 movies, right? They did 5 movies. Yeah. So
like most of them are pretty good though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What are we judging them on? Are we judging them?
I'm judging them on writing and story.
Writing and story.
Okay.
It really
Force Awakens.
To be honest.
Yeah, just one of them.
Force Awakens. It's only one movie.
But no, it's not only one movie. Because even though I really like The Last Jedi, they fucked shit up that should not have been fucked up.
There's a lot of plot holes in that movie. I do agree with that. There's a lot of stuff.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about the fact that they set up things in Force Awakens that they just downright abandoned in Last Jedi for no reason. And then Rise of Skywalker had to go in and try to fix it, and they made it even worse.
Yeah.
You know, I do like Last Jedi. I need to reiterate that. But I don't like how it's not fluid. It's all over the place. That's why I'm saying
trilogy though. That's
exactly, and that's why I'm saying I don't trust Disney.
But then we got Solo, which is not bad.
I'm not counting those because those movies have no effect on anything.
The problem I have
now, Disney though.
The thing with the trilogy is that it's just you had 2 different people with 2 different directions making a trilogy. That don't work.
Technically 3 before they fired one.
Right.
The way Dominion turned out, that was.
But also, I have to take my things back because you had the original trilogy, which was directed by 3 different people, and you can watch all 3 and it feels like they're telling one story.
But you had George Lucas. You had George Lucas overseeing everything. That is the problem. You had fucking Kathleen Kennedy with her head up her ass, not overseeing anything.
Not paying attention. She's using her name to, verify that it's going to be good.
That's why I don't trust Disney. Solo and Rogue One, they're fine because they don't affect anything, and they're both good movies on their own. Yeah. Solo is a great movie, by the way. The trilogy movies as a trilogy is a fucking disaster. Individually, 2 out of the 3 are great. Mm-hmm. One is not great. You know which one.
I like Rise of Skywalker, so
I looks like dog shit. Apparently, I don't know.
I do, man. I don't know what it is. And I know the I keep saying I know I say this number of times and times again. I know the problems. and I see what people have problems with the movie. I just still like it, you know.
To put it in perspective, The Rise of Skywalker killed about 80% of my love for Star Wars when that movie came out, and Mandalorian brought it back because it was coming out around the same time. Yeah. No, I think it had ended around the same time. I could be wrong.
It ended. But we're going into Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, but yeah, that's how I feel about the movies with Star Wars. But TV, they've killed it, because I heard last season of Clone Wars was great.
Obi-Wan. I mean, that's the one that
I love Obi-Wan, so I can't.
Obi-Wan was good, not great.
I mean, I liked
Andor was good. I'd say a solid good.
I felt a lot of they stretched that story. They literally stretched it. Like I felt like they could have did this. They could have. Yeah, they could have did Obi-Wan into a movie. That could have been a movie.
They could have, definitely.
I agree with that.
Hands down.
I agree with
There's
that.
no way you have one of the most beloved Star Wars characters and not put him on a big screen. That movie would have made money.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
I think that would have. I think if, let's say hypothetically, Rise of Skywalker, everyone loved Rise of Skywalker, and it was, kind of like Force Awakens, and it was like really successful. And because there was a time where they were talking about doing like so many anthology, like they were talking about doing a Boba Fett movie. I think Fuckface, who did Fan Stick, was gonna do that before, he became Fuckface, who did Fan Stick.
Josh Trank,
respectfully.
Yeah. Not disrespectfully, because he made an abomination of a movie. Fuck that. They were gonna make so many, of those movies, and I think if Rise of Skywalker had paid off the way they wanted, I think they would have made it into a movie. But when they made Mando and saw that everyone loved Mando, they said, "Oh," and then they saw that Marvel was doing the Disney shows and they liked them. They said, "Oh."
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense too because they have a longer time. They have more time to tell a structured story.
Which, in my opinion, Obi-Wan might have been a little disappointing, but in my opinion, Obi-Wan is better than a lot of the Marvel shows because they at least told a story.
Yeah, definitely better than She-Hulk.
Committed to, they committed to a lot of stuff. And they knew what they were doing, and they actually took their time to do
followed it through.
Right.
They're not like some of these other shows that are just like all over the place.
Do y'all think we're getting another Obi-Wan season?
No.
I think that was a one-time thing.
I actually don't know what the next.
I think if anything, with the hype of Darth Vader, I could see them doing a Darth Vader show for sure. I want that. That's what I want.
If they get Hayden Christensen to sign on for it, they'll do it.
I want.
I mean, what else is he doing?
I mean, yeah, but I want that, especially if
Jones is done though.
All I have to say is watch the end to Rogue One and tell me you do not want to see a Darth Vader show. I want
not even that, just like in Obi-Wan, the way he's
great. He's great in Obi-Wan. Oh my god, he feels like he's in full force. Like,
be right back.
But I was actually about to move on to the next topic before Tyler got off the screen. So. I guess I know AJ haven't watched the trailer. Whenever you get a time, definitely watch it. It's only like a minute, and like it's just pretty short. It's shorter than I thought it was. It's not even over 2 minutes long. But they do show a decent amount of stuff within the matter of that time.
I love season 2. So,
you haven't finished season 2?
No, I did.
Oh, okay.
I finished season 2. I loved it.
Yeah,
it was great.
It's coming out in March, so we still got some time. Still, like at least another month. I don't think they confirmed the date. They just said a month. So it's coming out
before we know it.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that my birthday is in 4 days. Now going on 3. Yeah, I'll be 30 years old. 30. I don't feel 30, so it don't matter. So, but yeah.
You're as old as you feel.
Exactly. I'm trying to wait on Tyler to start this next topic because I'm ready to talk about this episode. Because that's that's the main topic of today is The Last of Us. We're talking about The Last of Us episode 1. And we're going full spoilers. So if you guys have not seen the episode of The Last of Us, the pilot, click off this video. I did do a non-spoiler review It's only like a quick general thoughts of what I thought about the episode. Go check that out if you guys don't want to be spoiled. Because I don't really talk about anything besides my thoughts. But this one, we're gonna go deep dive into the episode, and we all three of us have played the games, both games. So we might be spoiling some stuff from the game too. So if you guys have not played the game, be aware. We might be talking about stuff that was in the game. Because I feel like I know me and AJ, I know we all talked about it, how they changed certain things from the show, from the game. So we're going to talk about those things too. So I think that's very important. A lot of people have been doing the side-to-side comparison, but I think more people need to talk about the stuff that they did change to make more sense for the show. And certain things I think, which I didn't talk about in my review, that they took out, that I don't know how I feel about that they took out. And I'm talking about the spores, because I'm talking about Last of Us Part 2. There's a scene where
Dina,
not even Dina, when Ellie is confronting Nora, the chick she tried to attack in the hospital, and she falls down and she's choking on spores, and she noticed that Ellie isn't breathing it. And it's very significant because she finds out that she's Ellie. She's the girl that the reason why all this shit will happen with Joel. And it's like, okay, well, how are they going to change certain things? Like, obviously they might change it, but I mean, even in the moment where Joel noticed Ellie is when they're in the sewer, in the tunnel, it's like, how the hell are you breathing all this shit? It's like,
well, so Cody Leach saw the whole show and he talked about that. So he said that they added these, like, they replaced it with something that's basically like a trip mine of like infected stuff that you breathe it and you get infected.
I see, like, if you see in the scene with the old lady, she got like tentacles or whatever coming out of her mouth, and you see when she's biting on, I guess it's the woman that was taking care of her or whatever, you see it like kind of like it's like a ooze like coming off
at first
skin. Like,
me and Kevin were watching it and I was like, what the fuck is that? And he was like, it's her hair.
I thought that was hair.
It's not hair.
Because then they showed
it's the fungus.
They showed the other guys, like when they were running towards like the highway or whatever, and the guy had it too. I was like, that's not hair, bro. That's like
it's
the infection stuff.
Yeah, that's the fungus.
Which I think is cool because, as you guys know, the clickers are the ones that they've been infected for so long.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's kind of the beginning stages of them turning into a clicker. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know.
But do you guys want to do general thoughts of what you guys thought, or do you want to go part by part? How do you guys want to do this? Because I don't
think
mind.
We should general and then part by part, because this is going to be a weekly thing, by the way.
Yeah,
we're going to review The Last of Us every week.
It's worth it. It's worth it. After this first episode, I was blown away. I watched it again last night.
Yeah, I've
seen it twice. I was riveted.
So general thought, it's just phenomenal. It is, from after the opening scene, because that's new. When this episode is actually an adaptation,
I love the opening scene.
Well, no, I love it too. I love it too. It's just, when it actually starts and it's the game and you just hear the same dialogue, see the same mannerisms, the same characters, you're just like, Jesus Christ, they fucking got it.
Yeah. And it doesn't seem phoned in, because it could be feel phoned in, like like how they remake stuff and they're saying the same line that they said. It doesn't feel that way.
Carbon copy.
Disney live action remakes.
Yeah. But go ahead.
Or Lion King. Jesus Christ. Man, especially James Earl Jones. I love him, but him in that movie literally just feels like he's reading off a piece of paper.
He's phoning it in.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is phenomenal. This is there's nothing like it. I had heard like this is the greatest adaptation ever, and I was like, I don't want to get that excited. After this week,
I'm getting that excited. I mean, when you got the person who created Chernobyl, you have to.
Did you watch that? I've never seen it.
It's really good. I want to buy it on 4K. I want to buy it. I want to buy it physically. It's really good. Definitely check it out.
I heard it's amazing.
It is. It blew me away when I watched it.
That was weird though, because I guess I misread, because I had heard that he left like a while ago. Like when they were making the show, they were like, "Oh no, he left," and I was like, "So who's making it now?" But I guess that's not true, and he stood, which I'm glad. So the opening scene of the show was different in a good way, but it was good. It's this dialogue scene between, I guess this.
AJ didn't say.
Oh, I thought he did. I thought he said it while I was gone. No. Go ahead though.
No. Yeah. Basically, everything that Tyler's saying. I think this was phenomenal. Personally, it is. I think it is the best video game adaptation of anything that I've ever seen. In the first episode, I hopefully it stays true to the game, while if they do change things, it improves it for story. Yes. Like something that happens in the first episode, I was talking to off screen about it to you guys, and there's something that the motivation for Joel kind of is a little changed for the show, and it makes more sense in my opinion. So like I think it's a phenomenal first episode. They came out swinging, and literally. I'm ready for more. I'm ready for more, man. Give me Sunday. I'm ready for Sunday.
You're not capping, bro. I'm speaking facts, bro. But yeah, like I said, I got a full video on my channel if you guys want to check that out. If you guys haven't seen the show, but if you guys have seen the show, you guys can stay here. Spoiler away in the comment section as well. But yeah, just like what Tyler was saying, the scene opens with two guys talking about viruses and infections.
Like a talk show.
Yeah, and
talk show in the 60s.
Yeah, and it's funny watching the guy that was explaining the fungus. He's I noticed him from the Mummy movies. He plays the brother in the Mummy movies.
Oh, okay, that's him.
Yeah, but when he was explaining it, it's like so weird because we're just now coming off of a pandemic. So he's talking about pandemics and stuff like that, and it's just crazy that we dealt with something like that. But I mean, I love the way it felt. It made me think of I Am Legend. Remember, I Am Legend started with the news about an infection or whatever. That's how the movie starts.
World War Z was like that too.
Yeah, and I just love the tone, and you see when he's talking, the camera pans to the people in the audience, and they just looks stunned, not stunned, speechless. But they're just looking like and
like okay, bro, you're full of shit, whatever.
Right, that's how it came out. They're just listening. It's not like they're not reacting or anything. It's just just like pale bodies that, like he said, are gonna be just taking over and willing to affect the next person. Which I thought was I love the way this structured. And then I don't think a lot of people are talking about this, but can we give a clap to the opening credit scene? The main title sequence, because it gave me Game of Thrones vibes. Yes, it gave me fucking Daredevil vibes from the Netflix series. Like it's so fucking.
It imitated the intro for the first game.
Yes,
I remember when I watched it again with my mom, and when the intro came on again, and I said, "Oh my fucking god, bro!" And I teared up, and she goes, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Bro, that's the theme from the game."
With the theme, with the theme, like, yo. Man.
And it's not surprising because the composer of this show is the composer from the game. So I'm not.
Well, it's two different people doing the music.
Yeah, but they brought on the composer from the game.
Must say they're doing it together.
And it's not surprising that you hear the themes that you hear in the game in the show when they're walking around. We were watching it, and Kevin was like, "I know you hear that guitar." I'm like, "Yeah, I fucking hear it."
HBO intros are usually so long too, and I feel like this one was like the perfect length.
Well, they only show the two. They only showed Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey's name. They only show those two names, and then we get into the production team. So that's probably why. Which I got a feeling the next episode we're gonna see more people's names. Like I got a feeling they just did that just because it's
definitely Gabriel Luna.
Yeah, so
well, by the way, I called from day one, and I'm so happy I justified. He was perfect casting as Tommy.
Yo, why did he sound just like Tommy, bro?
I called it from day one.
Like, what the?
I called it more than Pedro Pascal.
Like, dude, like what? Like, bro, isn't he Hispanic? Like, he's Mexican? Like, and he sounds like Tommy from the game? Like, what the heck?
I said it, bro. I was like, he is going to be a phenomenal Tommy.
Yeah. I mean, even the first scene where they're in the kitchen, they're eating breakfast. I love their camaraderie and what they were talking and stuff like that. I love all that.
The episode starts after the intro and all that. We get basically the precursor to the intro of the game. We get Sarah. She wakes up Joel, and then they're having breakfast. Joel's birthday. And then they go, and I think they work on construction, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they do like handiwork. But we got to talk about this as well. It takes place in 2003, not 2013 in this time, which to me, I like that because they jumped 20 years and it's 2023, which we are in 2023. But go ahead, Tyler.
So then they go about their day, and Sarah gets the broken watch and stakes the money to go fix it. And we see Sarah going to fix the watch, which, you know, that's something that wasn't needed. No, but it's a nice little detail, you know.
But I'm saying, isn't that more emotional? Isn't that change though? Because he already has a watch, and she bought him a new watch, not fixing the watch, which I do like that too. What she says, it's the thought that counts. She thought about, he needs his watch. Let me go get it fixed.
And when they show her go to the store and actually, get it fixed, I think it just adds to the emotion, that comes later.
But also you see little things in the background, which we didn't talk about her being in school. When you see the little boy twitching on the desk.
I didn't see that.
You see his hand twitching.
Oh, his hand is like, do you see the light reflecting off her body?
And that's what that was?
Yeah, and you see him twitching, which is early stages of the
I guess I caught it. I just didn't think that's what that was.
Yeah. And you hear a cough in you hear a slight cough in there too, but they cut it and the class is over. But then, like you said, we get into where she gets the watch fixed, but also you see the police cars and fire trucks in the background, helicopters and shit. Yep. And the girl was like, "We closing. We gotta close right now." And
it's 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So after this, we cut back to them at home. Joel gets home like super late, and she had an interaction earlier with these old people, and they're like, "Oh, you can come by. We haven't seen you in forever." And they're like, "Oh, okay, whatever." So she goes to hang out with them, and she's hanging out with the old lady or whatever. She's just sitting there, and then
which is another early stages of the infection because she would not eat.
Yeah, she wouldn't eat at all
for shit.
When she was looking for the DVD.
When she was looking for the DVD, you see her over there.
You can see the blur in the background.
Yeah,
it made me think of It. It made me think of It chapter 1 and 2, like with the lady in the background, and then when Pennywise is acting like the lady. That's what made me think of that. I said, "Yo," because a person probably wouldn't notice that, but we're looking for everything.
So she's freaking out and shit, and we're all like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, it's about to start.
So she takes this DVD for Joel. She acts like, "Oh, can I take this?" Which
that the movie is a
Easter egg to Last of Us 2.
Yeah,
I saw that and I said,
"Yeah, they know the characters."
I can't believe this.
They know the characters.
So
bro.
she goes back, waits for Joel to come back. It's like 10 o'clock. She's like, "Oh, you forgot, blah, blah, blah."
Forgot the cake.
She gives him the watch, and he's like, "Oh, wow, thank you." And then they watch the movie that she got. And then
he said, "What'd you get the money for this?" I sell drugs. I sell hardcore drugs. But then she says, "I took the money from you." Yeah, I love that little detail.
I gave you the change back.
Yeah, I gave you the change back. Some honesty, but I love that because we just think that Sarah. That it's never explained how she got the money to get the watch. No. It's never explained. Right. It really doesn't matter. But I do like that slight little detail.
So then this part I really liked. So Joel gets a phone call and it's Tommy. He's in jail.
He's in jail. Yes,
and
that's
I
the
was
reason
like,
why he left.
That's really cool.
That's
because
why he
then
left.
It explains why in the game you wake up and he's just gone.
Yeah,
you know. So
and why he coming back freaking out? Like, why is he back freaking
out? He puts her to sleep and then goes to get Tommy, and then we see Sarah wake up and she's like, "What the fuck?" And the dog is scratching at the door, and then she goes to the neighbor's house.
Which why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, I was like, don't do it. Don't do it.
Which this was all new from the game because this doesn't happen in the game.
Doesn't happen.
Exactly. I think the neighbors just come to the door and they're like, "Oh," and then they break the door and then Joel shoots them. So she sees grandma going crazy on the family or whatever. So they run out and Sarah goes back into the house and then she doesn't go back. She's on the lawn or whatever. Yeah. And then Joel and Tommy show up and I thought they were gonna shoot this lady and Joel just smacks the fuck out of her with a wrench. That bitch is
square.
I mean, another thing which is crazy that she was in a wheelchair, guys, and she literally was getting up, charging at guys.
That's that
infection. That infection literally brings back your motor functions and make you doing crazy things.
She was seeing clicker Tweety birds because so then Joel and Tommy are like, come on, let's go, we gotta get out of here. If any part of this told you that this was straight from the game, it would be this part.
Yes.
They're driving. They're just driving. The way the scene was shot.
Yes.
It was like.
It's like you're playing the game. It's like you're playing the game. Yes. Like angles from, the inside the car, you see the burning the house, them passing the family
too.
The dialogue. Yeah. I mean,
when they get to the town, it's the same.
I mean, there's a slight change when they get to the town. That was crazy too with the plane coming down and crashing.
I was like,
wow.
You can, and not even that. Before you see the plane flying over their heads, next to each other. It's like, what the hell is that? They must be being told to land anywhere? Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? And
I can't imagine actually being there for that. All those planes. Like, imagine how that would feel, bro.
Oh my god, dude! That's why I love their reaction.
I felt that before because one time I was driving with Kevin and we were on the highway and we were driving past an airport and the plane was coming in and the car is here and the plane is here and it's going this way. It looked like the plane was about to
hit. Yeah.
So I can't imagine 8 planes over your head like that. That's wild.
It's funny because you see them, they're driving through the street and they back up and Sarah notices this the entire time. Notice the plane is about to crash and you can see it in the background. You can see the lights and then she noticed Dad, and then they go, and then it's this scene is so
I guess it
nicely constructed,
and
bro.
The turbine or engine
the
or
wheel,
something, it was the wheel. I guess plane wheels are really that heavy because the wheel it bounces off the car and it crashes.
It smacks the fuck
out.
That
was different because in the game they get hit.
They get hit by a car,
which they almost get hit, but they changed it.
The truck was there, but they didn't get hit by it.
Yeah,
that was fine. So then they wake up and then this from here on. From here on, this is pretty much the game, B for B. So Joel takes Sarah and Tommy's like, "Oh, I'll find another way. Go." Which this part to me was stupid because it was funny stupid because Joel gets Sarah out of the car, and then this cop car just doof,
rams into it's so random.
Joel thinks Tommy got hit, and he's like, Tommy, and Tommy's just standing there.
He is walking back and forth
you're alive.
Yeah,
he's over here thinking you're dead. It's like, bro, you could say hey, I'm okay, and then Tommy's like, oh, I'll find another way. Go.
It's about infected. It's not zombies, but it's a show, not a film.
So they, run to the highway. We get our first glimpse at the infected, which
man, when they how they move when that guy got up.
Dawn of the Dead.
I said, bro, what the hell, dude?
Dawn of the Dead remake instantly. The way they were running, the way they were throwing themselves everywhere, I'm like, Dawn of the Dead.
28 weeks later,
which is my personal favorite style of zombies. That hauling ass zombies. That's the scariest. Like fuck that Walking Dead shit.
Yeah.
So they get to the, I guess, place. It's a random place. The soldier shoots the infected person chasing them, and we get, in a odd way, the scene we were all looking forward to.
We were looking forward to it because they needed to do it right.
Oh yeah.
If this scene did not work, I'm sorry, the show, it wouldn't work. I think I think this scene is the reason why Joel is what he is 20 years later. And we have to feel that. We have to, even though we only seen a couple scenes with these two people. That's the thing too, is like the reason why I was so affected, because we know this is a father losing his daughter. Like, and she was defenseless. Yeah, and she was defenseless. She couldn't do couldn't do anything to stop it. And Pedro Pascal knocks it out of the fucking park.
Yes.
So
I agree. And I had a question though, about this whole intro with Sarah and everything. Before going into the show, we kind of like were skeptical, or like kind of thinking that this whole first intro was gonna possibly be flashbacks throughout these episodes. Are you glad that this was just the intro here, or would you have rather seen it like as flashbacks?
Because it was faithful. I'm not mad.
Yeah, I love the way this is structured better than them doing flashbacks.
I could have seen them doing flashbacks though, just cutting to him in Boston and then people being like, "Why are you so damaged?" and then cutting back. I could have seen them doing it like that, but knowing that it's the video game, I'm not mad about that. Now, if this was something where it was like, it's just a regular old movie, not an adaptation, maybe I would have preferred it the other way around. But being that it's an adaptation, and no, they did that because that's how it is in the game, I'm not really.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it. But I wanted to ask this question though: were you guys upset that they actually did the 20 years later, and we didn't get the 20 years later?
No.
Nah, I think since we didn't get that in the game either.
Like I said, we just all we got was the sound, like the newscaster from the intro. That's the only thing we got.
Yeah, we will be getting the Left Behind stuff.
So, but that's already that's taking place while that's the thing. Everything already fell. But that's what I'm saying. I know most people like.
Well, no,
it feels like we.
Episode 3 is supposed to be. Oh no, not episode 3. Whatever episode is Bill's episode.
I think 5.
We don't know where that episode is taking place. We just know that
it doesn't look like it's in the same.
We just know that it's Bill and Frank.
Frank.
We just know that episode is them too. We don't know when it takes place.
So. Well, the only reason I say it's going to take place, it might be one of those episodes where it's happening at the same time as where our characters is going, because we hear at the end of the episode the song playing, and we know Ellie says she cracked the code and saying, "Oh, 80s songs means trouble." So they obviously are going through something, which we probably will see that happening. So the reason why I asked that question, because I know some people like seeing even though we see the aftermath, we want to see the in between, like with Endgame. Like we didn't see the 5 years of them dealing with the snap. So
I would love a Last of Us game showing that.
Yeah, facts.
That's my ideal Last of Us 3.
Because you got things like when we get into 20 years later, we got Fedra, we got the Fireflies, we got all this stuff established. How did this stuff become to be within these 20 years? I would love to see that, but obviously we going through the structure of the game, so we can't. All this stuff already exists. Which when we get to 20 years later, it's like, man, it's crazy, yo. Like when you see this little kid walking into Boston and we find out that he's infected and they have to kill him. There's nothing they can do. They have to kill this
well,
little boy.
We didn't even talk about the scene. We skipped past
we talking about Sarah dying, right?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and talk about it.
So, for all 2 of you that have never played the game, spoiler alert for the game, I guess. So, Joel comes across a soldier. The soldier says, "Oh, like freeze, whatever," and this was the one itty bitty change that I was not fond of, where in the game, he hesitates. He's like, but they have a kid or something.
Yeah, and
I like that in the game.
He says that in the game.
In the show,
in the show, he doesn't. He's just
they just say something about they said they got someone with him and she's injured, and they say ankle.
That's the difference. They didn't say the kid.
And that was the one little change where I was like, I kind of wish you just kept that the same, because it makes it a little bit more like, it shows like how broken the world is about to be.
You can hear it in his voice when he's saying yes sir, like, man, like I gotta really do this.
I wish it was more of a hesitation. I agree with Tyler. I wish it was a little bit more of a hesitation from
that. If there were any negatives, that would be it. That's the one thing. So we cut. Alex already talked about the scene we get. So we cut to Boston, and we see that they're burning these people, which is new. I don't think that was in the game.
No,
that they burn these people.
No. What happens is they just kill them. Cause I think there's a scene where Joel and Tess is walking on the street, and they're bringing people out, and they find out someone's infected, and they just shoot them on sight. They don't burn them. At least not that I've seen in the city of Boston. We don't see that much of the city anyway, when we're walking on the streets. But I mean, I like that little touch because it makes sense. Why would you keep these bodies around if they're infected? Just burn them. Yeah, it's just sad that we follow this little kid, and they scan him and they find out he's infected, and she's trying to keep him calm and stuff. And you can see her reaction. Shout out to the actress with however little screen time she had. She actually was really good. You can see it in her face where she finds out that he's infected. She's like, "Ooh, okay, let me at least try to be nice to this kid. And make sure reassure him that he's okay." Yeah. And Joe, the lady was like, "I can't do this," and it's like, "Oh, it's the same kid." Like, fuck.
You see the shoes.
You see the shoes, yeah. And I mean, this whole thing is messed up. It's funny that Joel is asking for these jobs because he wants more money. Like he's like, "Oh, what else you guys got?" He's like, "Oh, we got street sweeping or sewer." He's like, "Which one pays more?" Obviously, the one with the shit. And I think he ends up taking it because he wants more money, because he's trying to bribe these officers and shit. Yeah. But yeah, I loved all this opening. I was watching it with my stepdaughter the other day, yesterday. And they were asking, like, how long is this movie? I'm like, this is not a movie. This is a show. They're like, oh, that's why it feels structured like this. I'm like, yeah, this is the opening of the show. And I love how this structured. Like I said, it's nice. Like, we get the opening, and then now we get the chill. Like, we're just setting up everything. I do like that. But go ahead, Tyler.
The thing I like, so I think after this, we cut to Tess.
Yes.
This is
getting harassed by Robert. I think this is a little flaw for me, is the Robert stuff.
I personally didn't mind it because it fixes something later that AJ really liked that they changed.
Talking about the encounter, right, with Robert. Yeah.
So we get Tess, who is a very different version of Tess from the game, appearance wise. Action wise, it's pretty much the same. To other than one thing. But we get her, she's being interrogated by Robert, and basically Robert's men jumped her, and I think stole a battery, and he was
battery, not guns.
Not guns.
Which is fine. And basically this all goes down, and then an explosion goes off.
Which was out of the blue, bro. Which was out of the blue. Whoa. Did not expect that.
So then
she gets captured. Like she gets captured.
Yeah.
Tess was going through it, bro.
Yeah.
So I think the next scene is when we see Ellie for the first time, right?
Yeah, I think we cut over to Ellie. Ellie is locked up in the room, and they're walking in on her, asking her questions, and I think they know that she got bit, because they're asking her certain questions like, is her mind still right? That's why they asked her to count. and what's her name and stuff like that. Which right, and I kind of did a disservice to her. I didn't really want to talk about her that much in my review because I wanted to talk about her here because Bella Ramsey as Ellie, that first scene, I said,
"You're her.
You got it, bro. You got it, because you nailed it.
Her.
And if everyone has a problem with Bella Ramsey being Ellie, you can suck one because she is great as this character.
I said this in my review. I said she is shockingly great, and it's not because I thought she'd be bad. It's because of how good she is.
Yeah,
and the fact that she is the character to the T.
Oh yeah.
You know, more often than not, the MCU is guilty of the perfect castings. HBO is right there now.
Yeah.
She's more perfect than Pedro Pascal as Joel.
I was about to say, she's kind of up there with, because like I said, for me, it wasn't Pedro Pascal. Like you guys already know my dream casting for Joel, it was Hugh Jackman. That's what I wanted to play that character. But to me, he did really good. Once I saw him on screen, I said, "You're Joel. All right, you're Joel, man. You nail it." And like I said, with Bella Ramsey, like I said, it was not even that. It was when she cussed, the way she sounded when she said a curse word. I said, yeah, she sounds like Ellie. Like she sounds like her. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, but yeah, she nailed this first scene. But then I think after that, are we now? We're with Joel, and he's on the street. He's seeing some people
talking to that guy.
Talking to the guard, selling him some pills. Because I guess he's trying to get some cigarettes to bribe somebody else. About Tommy. No, I think those are cigarettes. Yeah,
weed, cigarettes. Couldn't really tell.
Yeah. But so I guess he was doing a little, exchange to do another exchange to find out where Tommy is, which I guess we could talk about this now, AJ, since I know AJ loves this too, is that Joel's motivation for everything when it comes to the battery, to find out all this stuff, is he's trying to get to Tommy. Because he hasn't heard from him in a long time, and that's the different change from the game, is that Tommy and Joel aren't speaking for a certain reason, even though Joel says it too in the hallway where he says, "You turn my own brother against me." It feels like he still cares. In the game, Joel really don't give a fuck. I mean, he really didn't,
not about Tommy. No,
he
kind of just happens upon Tommy in the game,
right.
I guess in this show he doesn't know that he's in Jacksonville.
No,
or Jackson.
No, he doesn't know.
They say Wyoming or something like that. So I don't know if they changed that for a certain reason.
Well, I'm trying to remember because I know it looks different. The place that they go to in part 1 is where they start in part 2, right?
Yeah, it's the same place
because it looks like dramatically different in part 2.
I just think that's just a game thing. They redesigned it for.
No, I'm talking about like this. Yeah, they redesigned it because it looks different.
That's what it is. I mean, they just probably
because in part 1 they got to climb like a whole hill and shit to get over there, and then in part 2,
unless it's a different area from where they're coming through,
could be that too.
Because you're talking about the field, right? When they're running through the field to get to, it might just be a different area, but I do like this sudden change with Joel because people I was watching somebody review it yesterday and they were upset with the way Joel was acting in the show because he's not like that in the game. He's kind of heartless and he doesn't care about certain things. I mean, he's worried about getting the job done. In this show, Joel isn't like that. He kind of has a heart. Like even when he sees
Tess that way towards Ellie.
Same with Tess.
Tess has a kind of a heart too.
Yeah,
but I think
she has less of a heart than Joel in the game.
Yeah,
I feel like he's gonna keep that sense of I don't give a fuck with Ellie because he doesn't want to embrace her because it's gonna remind him of Sarah, which we saw at the end of this.
Get a glimpse of it.
That's
I think. They're gonna keep that aspect of like, oh, get away from me, like you're annoying me.
Your cargo.
Yeah, which he say in the trailer, your cargo. I'm just taking you from one place to another.
So he's trying to find, I guess, Tommy on this map, and he is
getting wasted.
He's beyond wasted. My man's just drinking, popping,
and taking pills.
Even my mom was like, "Damn."
Which is like, it's funny because this is where the 20 years start when he's in bed. That's when the game starts, when he wakes up, you know, and Tess, you know, comes in, which this is another thing we talked about too, is that in the game, they never established whether or not Tess and Joel are together. This clarified that they're together because she get into bed with him, and friends don't sleep in the same bed. I don't care what nobody say. Lovers sleep in the same bed together. You know, especially if they're a male and a female. I don't care.
Yeah, they're together.
But yeah, I mean, even like I said, even the way Joel looked at Tess, he was concerned. Like, bro, what the fuck happened? Like, what?
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And so yeah, and then we get the Robert situation where she says, you know, I didn't say, you know, Robert's afraid of you. You know, I said he wouldn't hurt you, but yeah, I want you to hurt him. So let's go get this motherfucker. Let's go hunt this motherfucker down. Let's do this.
Yeah. I thought we was gonna get that whole scene from the game.
Me too.
Of them murdering everybody.
Yeah, them murdering all those people.
Yeah, when they opened the door and everyone was dead. I was like, huh, what?
I was like, it's already happened.
I mean, I kind of like that though too, because it's like
I do too, because they would have made the episode longer and drag.
Not even that. It's just
we wouldn't even met Ellie in that episode.
I mean, these characters, it just showed that. I mean, we play them the way you play them in the game, but they're ruthless ass characters. Like if they're going around just murdering everybody, how am I supposed to care about them? So that's why I'm glad they didn't do that. Which, like I said, I did like that sudden change, even though the Robert stuff was kind of like disregarded, like so quick. Like they didn't even kill him; he was killed off screen.
I'm kind of glad that they did that, but you know,
you wouldn't want to see Tess shoot him in the face on screen.
No, I didn't want to see that. I was just in the game. I'm just like, dang, like okay.
I even said that when I played it again. I was like, Jesus.
Damn. But
he's like, please don't kill me. I'm hurting.
We totally missed a certain scene that we didn't talk about, was Marlene.
Oh yeah.
We didn't talk about Marlene, which is actually played by the same actress who voiced her.
Which is wild to me.
Which is wild, bro. Which is wild. And she's great.
Yes. She's great.
It's funny too, because she started talking. I was like, man, you really sound like her, huh?
Yeah.
And then I found out, I was like, what? That's hilarious.
It makes sense. I mean, why not? You know, I think she, like I said, she's Marlene, so she knows the character. She knows her, you know, the way she's supposed to be. So, fuck it.
Yeah. Apparently, some of the other voice actors from the game are gonna make an appearance. Like Joel and Ellie are supposed to be in it.
I don't know who Troy Baker is, but Ashley Johnson is Ellie's mom.
That's actually really dope.
That is dope.
It's actually really dope. But yeah, we kind of skipped over all the Marlene stuff. So Marlene talks to Ellie, talking about how, you know, you don't know me, but I do know you, blah blah. You know, I put you in
you my mother?
School. Yeah, I love that. Are you my fucking mother? Like, do I look like your mother? She's like, you do? Definitely not. You know, we get a night. I do like their little relationship, even though in the game they clearly known each other for longer than in the show, because they're now just meeting each other because they're introducing to each other. So now we can go ahead and go back to where we're at, was we're in the hallway, and we get the first interaction of Ellie and Joel, guys. And bro,
this was hilarious.
He mollywopped the fuck out of her, bro. Like, yo, she's the max of that.
Oh my god, the meme,
and that felt so real. It looked so real, because you see her reaction when she touched her shoulder, like, god damn, that hurted. Yeah.
I love the thing with the knife too, was hilarious.
Yeah, the switchblade.
Yeah.
Hey, every time she went for no, stop it.
And then he like kicks it back, like asshole. Hey, have you guys noticed that Ellie, well, even Bella Ramsey, has like a certain look when she's like looking at people, like she's like, she has that like lost look to her. And I kind of like that for this character, because she's now exploring everything for the first time. Like we get the moment where she's stepping outside. She's like, oh my god, I'm actually outside. You know. So yeah, she's like always kind of like, you know, reassuring, like, am I doing everything right? Blah blah. You know, I do like that about her. And then we obviously get the interaction where Marlene says, I can't fucking take her now because my fucking squad is gone. You know, my right hand woman, it got her ear blown off. So I was like, okay, you guys are gonna do it now. And I love immediately they're like, no, we ain't doing this shit, bro. And Joe immediately said no, because his daughter. Like, I'm not about to take care of this little girl. Fuck that. But you clearly, the deal is okay. If you do it, we'll give you everything you want plus more, blah blah. Which they might not even fucking live. So at this point, it's like, bro, who knows? I love that Tess says, okay, if we do this, if everything don't go through, we killing her. And what Marlene say? Done. And she's like, that easy?
Just like that?
Just like that?
But I like how she was like, they're not going to kill you.
Right. I love that she says, I know what you're capable of. And she's like, what are they capable of? Like, what the hell? What have they done? Which is hilarious. But yeah, I love this whole interaction. I think this scene, I love this whole dialogue sequence. Even when they go off to the side and they're talking, Marlene's like, you guys can talk, but I'm bleeding out over here. Like, what the fuck?
On the brink of death.
Yeah, I'm on the brink of death right now. And then the last interaction where she tells Joe, like, don't fuck this up. Please don't fuck this up. And yeah, it's just, man. I love this whole hallway sequence is great. But yeah, go ahead, Tyler.
So I think after this they escort and they go to the hotel, safe house, whatever. And Tess is like, "Oh, I'll be right back." And again,
it's like straight out the game, bro.
Straight out the game when he lays down on the couch.
He said, "What am I supposed to do? I'm sure you'll figure that out."
and he's just sitting there, and then when it cuts to him waking up, I'm like, bro.
Even now, she said the little thing. She says your watch is broken. She says your watch is broken. Like the little things like that. You see his face when she says it. Like, yeah, I know it's broken. That's the reason. There's a reason why it's broken. The reason why I'm wearing it. And then, like you said, the cut to him opening his eyes and she's saying, "Is you mumble your sleep." Her looking outside, saying, "It looking so dark outside." Like, oh my god, it's on the nose and it don't feel phoned in. Like it don't feel like you're rolling your eyes when you're hearing this dialogue. At least to us, at least to me.
So then Tess comes back and she's like, "Oh, let's go, we're leaving." And this is the part of the game where you got to sneak around, which this part was shorter compared to the game. And then the game was really long because you got to sneak around and take out all those guys. Which I wish they would have shown at least them having to sneak past people rather than more people.
Have to throw a brick.
I think they're gonna do that when they meet the
Clippers. I can't wait.
They got to.
I can't wait for that.
They have to.
I cannot wait until they look down and they see a brick or a glass bottle. All of us.
We're gonna do the Leonardo DiCaprio.
So this part was straight from the game, but it's different now. The guy that Joel was talking to, he's on like patrol or whatever, and he sees them and he's like, "Fuck this shit," and we got to do procedure or whatever, and then he finds out, oh, Ellie's infected.
Well, he doesn't even get the time to do it. Once he presses it, she stabs him in the neck in the leg. And Joe gets in front of her like, "No, you're not about to do this, not about to do this." And this is another sudden change that they do, which I do love as well, is that he thinks about Sarah. And it's like, why wouldn't he think about Sarah in this moment? Because it's kind of the same scenario. A guard got a gun up to him. He's blinded by the light. And he goes in full rage mode and literally beat this nigga to death, bro. And dude, and so I was watching the end of the episode, like the inside the episode, and they were talking about that scene. They were talking about how you could see in Ellie's face that she really enjoyed what Joel did for her because she's not used to something like that. That someone is willing to beat someone to death for her safety. And she, the creator said she's activated now or something like that. She's like, she's activated or something. Well, I just think more she's like, she has a through line on what these people are capable of. They will literally kill someone for me. And I loved all that. I love this change. I know some people were complaining about like, why would he switch so fast? It's like, not that he switched so fast, that he thought about his daughter. It wasn't about Ellie. It was about kind of him losing his daughter. Yeah, it was like a trigger, right?
If you watch this episode start to end and legitimately have a laundry list of things to complain about, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, facts.
Play the fucking game and shut up.
I mean, the one complaint I can see is that most people saying it's slow. It's slow.
Yeah.
I can see most people saying like it's slow, but I was like I said, I was telling my I was telling my stepkids, I was like, it's a show. Like it's not a movie, so that's why it feels this way.
I'm more saying that for people that played the game. If you play the game and you watch this and you don't like it, I don't
know what to tell you because to me, like we said earlier in the show, is that I think this is the best video game adaptation by far. Nothing. And I don't know what else is going to touch this because what we say, Sonic. I mean,
no, Sonic, because Sonic is not really an adaptation of the game,
right?
I thought about that. I was like, Sonic is good, but it's not really an adaptation of the game. It just has these characters here,
right? This is literally an adaptation, like literally. And so far, they're hitting it on the park. And when we get the last shot of them getting into Boston and you see the two buildings smashed against each other and you hear the clickers sound.
Let's go.
Oh my God, bro. I am so ready for them to throw that bottle so they can distract the clicker.
Yes.
I am so ready. You see the way they look on screen because we see them in the trailer and stuff. I'm just ready to see how they look, like, oh my God. This episode is so fire, bro.
I'm watching it with my mom, and she hears that. She's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Ma, you have no idea, bro."
Yeah, I still got to get my fiance to watch the episode. I know she's probably gonna have that complaint that it's slow. I know she's gonna have that complaint. Like I said, I know there's stuff.
If my mom really liked it, I feel like Steph gonna like it. Because my mom sometimes
I just got to get her the time to sit down. Because I tried to watch it last night, but she was, like I said, she was having fun with friends and stuff, so she was kind of exhausted. So I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her at least before episode 2. Maybe we'll do a double feature. Watch episode 1 and then go into episode 2. Maybe I might do that. Because I do want her to watch the show with me. Because I do think she'll like it. She like post-apocalyptic, stuff like that. We rarely get stories of them living in the apocalypse. Usually it's always the apocalypse happens and then we go off to the sunlight. Who knows what the fuck happens? We got Walking Dead and we got The Last of Us. Though these stories take place in the apocalypse. So yeah.
Me and Stacy are watching it. She loved it. She couldn't stop talking about it.
Nice. I gotta get Steph to watch it for sure. She if I can get her to watch The Walking Dead, she can watch this for sure.
Stacy watched me play the whole game, so.
Oh yeah, see that? Yeah. So she probably knows it's happening too.
I don't think everything.
Steph has watched me play a couple parts. She's never watched me play the entire game. Yeah. So yeah.
I tried to play it without her, and she was like, "You playing without me?" She'll do all the walking parts with like Tess and Joel. Okay. But as soon as it gets to the clickers or something, she's like, "Hand me the remote, take it."
Say nope. Just like any person, walk away. That's all I do. Walk away.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's the episode, guys. You guys got any more final thoughts? Obviously we all loved this first episode. This pilot was, man, like it when it's bad enough, it makes me want to play the game. It makes me want to play the game. That's how it feels. It makes
I feel like that'd be fun playing it as the episodes go on.
Yeah. Like play the part, like so. We will end the game with them finding out that Ellie's infected, because that's the way the episode ends. They find out that they picked the scanner up and like I don't know if I like that line delivery the way Bella Ramsey delivered that. I felt like
that was weird. It felt
they shoved it. I felt like in the next episode they gotta touch on that more, because it felt like they literally just brushed off. It did. It kind of.
Oh, when she was like, oh yeah, this is 3 weeks. This is 3 weeks long. Yeah.
I was like,
I get that.
There's no time to sit on.
It's like that in the game, but
it felt more natural in the game.
Yeah,
they're sitting on it for a minute before.
Because Joel and Tess look at each other. They're like,
why are we holding an infected girl? They talk about it for at least a minute or two.
Yeah, and Tess was about to kill her, like right there.
Yeah, I mean, even you got where she shows the scar, and Joel's like, I don't give a fuck how you got infected. Like, we didn't get that moment. Like, I want to see that. But but yeah, I think everything else in this episode is far perfection. It is. It's immaculate.
It's fantastic.
So yeah, if you guys have seen The Last of Us, like I said, you guys can spoiler it away in this video right here. Please don't do spoilers in my non-spoiler review. I put non-spoiler on purpose. If you guys want to talk about spoilers, do it in the comment section below. Let us know what you guys thought about this episode. If you guys have played the game, let us know what you guys thought about the games. I think both part 1 and part 2 are fantastical. They are amazing games. So yeah, I know AJ, I don't know if he's done any walkthroughs. I know he started doing walkthroughs. I don't know if you're going to do any walkthroughs on this game unless you already have. I did a full complete walkthrough of The Last of Us like 10 years ago almost. God damn, it's about to be
I might play some on the channel, but I did a couple Last of Us Part 2 playthroughs, but not the full game, obviously.
Right, just random live streams.
Yeah, live streams. But
I know Tyler did 2 reviews on both games, so if you guys want to check that out, go check out his Instagram, My Never Nerd.
And I reviewed this episode
and reviewed this episode as well.
Nice.
Yes, sir. So yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to the final topic of the day, so we can get out of here. And of course, you guys already know we're physical media collectors. AJ is done for 2023, so maybe I should just kick. Maybe I should just kick him out.
No.
Maybe I should just kick him out of the stream real quick,
because I haven't been on the show since November. So let me show a few things.
Go ahead.
Give me a second. Well, give me a second.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so you guys already know the drill. We are physical media collectors, so you know I'm gonna show everything that I picked up recently, and I got some stuff given to me as well. If you guys didn't know, my birthday is coming up, so if you guys want to send me anything, there's an address in the bio. You know, there's always a address in the description of the videos. If you guys want to send me birthday gifts or stuff like that, I will be doing a live stream this Friday as well, going into my birthday, so probably be like 11.
Yes, I'm off too. Woohoo!
Yeah, I'll be doing a live stream, just getting into my birthday, countdown into it. You know, I'll have to work the weekend, so I will be up probably late as well. Which I don't know if I will be. I probably go to sleep after the live stream because I'm actually driving to Columbus when my birthday actually, because my fiance want to take me somewhere, so that's what I want to do. But Tyler, you got all your physical media already together?
Yeah.
So we're gonna start with you since AJ is driving and stuff. Go ahead, Tyler.
So I'll start with the one video game that I got. I got this yesterday. I got WWE 2K22 for the.
Oh, you got 22. I thought you got. Did 23 come out?
No.
Okay, so that's the newest one. Okay.
So this was $20 at my Target. I was not gonna buy this, but for $20, I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah, for sure.
Not bad. It's better than paying like $70 for it.
Yeah, I paid like $60 for The Last of Us Part 1.
So let's put that there. Now into the actual movies. First thing I got is this. Normally I don't buy these, but I saw this and it was kind of cheap, and I was like, yeah, whatever. I don't own these movies. We got this 4 sci-fi action pack thing. It has I Am Legend, both versions, which I'm happy about. V for Vendetta, Blade, and Constantine. I have seen 2 of these movies. One I don't remember, but I've seen I Am Legend and Blade. I don't remember I Am Legend to save my life. Blade, I do remember it and I don't like it. But
it's all right.
I've seen half of Constantine and I didn't really care for it, but I'll go back and rewatch it. But I'm not mad that I had this. I think it was only like $10, and I was like $10 for 4 movies.
That's not bad at all.
Not terrible. Something that is definitely not bad and amazing. Everybody wants to be.
Hey.
My store had Best Buy did a restock of like a whole bunch of Disney movies.
Yes, I just went there today and it was the same way.
Most of them I had. I didn't see Fox and the Hound. I would have bought Fox and the Hound. If it's there Friday, I'll get it. But
it was at my Best Buy today.
I saw this and I was like, I need this because this is in my top 10 of all time. I love this movie.
Amazing anime.
I love this movie.
Haven't watched it in a while. I need to watch it again.
Everybody wants to be a cat.
I think mine came with a slipcover.
All right.
Yeah, I do got a slipcover in mine. Wow.
Next, we got the duology of Mr. Ty West. We got X and Pearl. I bought this because I like this. And I wanted to have this to rewatch it. And I love both these slipcovers, especially the one for Pearl. I love this slipcover. This movie surprised me. I had no expectations for this movie, and I thought it would be terrible, and it was actually really good. This movie was very disappointing to me, but I'm curious as to how I feel on the rewatch. But I'm looking forward to the third movie.
I can't believe I bought X.
Next, we got 4K that I was not expecting to buy last week, but Best Buy said, "Hey, come spend some money." Batman: Assault on Arkham.
Yo, I saw that. Yo, I almost bought it.
What a slip.
Yeah.
I was, browsing what I was gonna get before I went, and I saw that they restocked this, and I was like, "Oh, all right, I'll get it. Why not? It's only like $15." And then AJ texted me that morning and then said, "Yo, those have slips," and I was like, "Oh shit!"
They even had Batman Hush with a slip too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and Killing Joke.
And Killing Joke.
Woof. Definitely
Death of Superman as well.
So yeah, Assault on Arkham. I really like this movie. I don't know if it's gonna be worth a 4K, but probably I like the movie nonetheless, and I really do like this.
Slip cover is dope.
Slip cover is amazing.
Both covers I like of this movie, but this one's better to me. I like it a lot.
It is. It's better than the actual movie.
A DC movie that
yeah, let's go.
At least it looks good.
Yes, the 4K transfer 4K, of this movie.
And I like the slip too.
It's really good. I do like the slip. And I paid less than $20 for it because I had a gift card. So I'm not mad. What Alex said.
It's not worth $32.99, Best Buy. I don't know what the fuck was going on with you, but
a movie that I don't know if it's worth $32. It's worth more than Black Adam is, that's for sure. Is A Star Is Born on 4K with a slip. I already had this movie, but it was cheap on 4K, and I was like, okay, I'll upgrade it. And then I saw it had a slip, and I was like, sign me up. I love this movie. This is the same slipcover as the Blu-ray, but I still love it. And it's funny too. Funny story about this. When I went to book off with AJ for my birthday, they had this at book off with a slip, and I think it was the same price. So it's funny that I got it for that same price, brand new, with a slip.
Nice.
Silver linings. But yeah, A Star Is Born. I love it. I love it. And that is everything I got for physical media.
Cool.
Nice.
AJ reacts to Europe.
All right.
What did he buy? Let's start with what he didn't buy.
I'm not gonna show everything. I'm not gonna show it. I did do a video showing off everything I got from October to December. So, and it's like a 45-minute video. So, if you're interested, go ahead and check that out. But it looked like somebody took a page out of my book because I got Aristocats too, and
so you had it with yours,
and I got it with a slip.
That was at Best Buy. It had a slip.
No, he got that from Disc Replay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I was about to say that's some bullshit, bro.
I said mine's got a slip too, but I got mine's a long time ago. I mean, that's if you go back to my earlier videos, you'll see when I bought it.
Then for Christmas, Stacy got me the Fly box set.
Nice.
The only one.
I need that.
The Fly, Return of the Fly, Curse of the Fly, the remake.
Yo, I didn't know that.
Where did she get that from? Amazon?
Yeah, it was on Amazon.
Damn, I need that.
Fly collection.
I didn't even know there were that many Fly movies.
Yeah, this box is dope.
I didn't know there was a sequel to. I didn't know there was the remake of the Jeff Goldblum one, right?
Yes,
yeah.
I didn't know there was a sequel to that.
Yeah. Yes, it is. I haven't seen it, but there is.
I haven't seen it either.
I also picked up House of the Dragon, the Steelbook for the 4K, season 1.
I really like that Steelbook.
Steelbook is pretty dope. I like the
cover is the same way.
Huh?
The 4K slip is the same.
Yeah, I like the
reason why I
Blu-ray
didn't buy the Steelbook.
I like the Blu-ray and the DVD covers a little bit more than this, but this is dope. So, and the inside is pretty dope too. Then I picked up Nope on 4K, the Walmart slipcover, exclusive slipcover, because I don't like this.
I hate that.
No.
Oh
but I do like this. Then I picked up 8 Mile. It was on sale. I didn't want to get it when it was full price, but it was on sale, so I went ahead and picked it up. I still have yet to watch the 4K transfer for it. Same thing with Casablanca. I didn't really want to get it when it was full price, but it was like $16.99 or something like that. So I went ahead and picked it up. Also picked up Smile.
Nice.
Oh, I love that movie.
And picked up Woman King.
Nice.
Great movie.
Yes, it is.
Terrifier 2. Awesome movie.
Keep seeing that at Best Buy.
And Carrie, the 4K slip.
Nice. They had that at Best Buy?
No, they actually they only had the Steelbook.
Yeah, I know.
So I had to get it online. Yeah, I got it on Amazon.
Oh, so you didn't like the Steelbook?
I like the slip better, but the Steelbook is fine.
With no reversible artwork.
Is that it?
I mean, yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's it. All you're showing, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm showing. That's not it.
Right. I know that's not it.
For a while.
I watched your video, so I know. I'm gonna try to run through this quick too. I'm gonna show all this together since it's all the same thing. So I got Teen Wolf season 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 part 1. I just bought this. No, I bought this today. I bought this one today because they had this one at half price books for like $7.99. So I did buy that. So my brother gave me these seasons right here because he was trying to he didn't need them anymore. Like, I'm not gonna watch them. Do you want them? I said, yeah, I would definitely take them. So yeah, I'm almost done with the complete series of Teen Wolf. Next I got Devil. Yeah, this movie is not very good. It was only $1 at Goodwill, so I said fuck it. I saw movies at Goodwill. I said fuck it, man. You know, it's also produced. It's produced by M. Night Shyamalan.
I thought he wrote it.
You need to watch this, Tyler. It's on the list. Watch it.
Fuck no, because
I thought you said that you was done buying random stuff for no reason.
I was, but
what?
I mean,
he said that in a video today.
I did say that in the video. I've seen this movie though. That's what I'm talking about. When it's come to buying random stuff, it's movies that I've never seen. So I've seen this movie before. You know, I get a kick out of it. It's trash, but I mean,
the twist in that movie is atrocious.
It is.
Oh my god!
It's funny that Tyler brought up a certain person earlier in the stream, and then I finally own the movie. It's funny because I'm like, dang, he really brought this guy up, and look, I buy the movie.
Oh,
it was only $1. It was only $1.
Oh
it was only $1 at Goodwill
all the time with a slip, and I'm like, bro,
it was only $1 at Goodwill. I couldn't pass it up. And then I picked up 300 Rise of the Empire. It was also $1.25 at Dollar Tree.
Nice.
I showed these two off already last time, so we can don't show those. I picked up Tangled. Finally own Tangled on Blu-ray. That's the one I've been holding out on buying. Now I need to get Moana. I picked up Bolt as well. It was also at Goodwill. Finding Blu-rays at Goodwill was like, I was like, wow. You guys saw it earlier. I picked up Pennywise the Story. I picked up Monster House, a movie that I was like, wow. I didn't imagine finding this in a while. I said, man, I got to get that. That's a good movie.
Third act of that movie is raw.
I picked up this triple feature.
You said that Nick Cannon is in that movie? Voices?
Yes. Yeah, he voices one of the characters, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the cop, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I picked up this triple feature with The Wedding Singer, Going the Distance, and Music and Lyrics. I picked it up for Wedding Singer. Yes, sir. And then I picked up Transformers, Age of Extinction, the Steelbook. I do like this Steelbook. Pretty dope. Now I need to get Revenge of the Fallen and the first Transformers movie, and I have a Steelbook for all 5. Oh, I need Bumblebee as well. I picked up Friday the 13th Part 4. Of course, I had to get it, so I got the other Steelbooks. And rounding up with it, I picked up the Cloverfield Steelbook, baby. I had to buy it. I don't have it on 4K, and the Steelbook is dope. I didn't open it yet. I'll probably be waiting to open it. But yeah, that's everything that I picked up recently. If you guys have not checked out my Blu-ray Hunt videos, go check them out. Even though you guys seen what the fuck I picked up, still go check out the video. But yeah, that's everything.
10 Cloverfield Lane is 7 years old.
Yeah,
I think.
It came out 2012?
2016.
2016?
18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It's 6 years old, bro.
Wow.
I can't believe that. PSA, 10 Cloverfield Lane has the best marketing of the modern movies in recent memory.
Yeah, they didn't release a trailer until a month before the movie came out. No one knew the movie existed until a month before it came out.
Yes, the Cloverfield Paradox had better marketing, but that movie was a piece of shit compared to that, which was an actual good movie. So,
Didn't the trailer for Cloverfield Paradox come out like the day before the movie came out or something like that?
Well, the day of, because they released the movie after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, because it was on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
The marketing was genius. Too bad the movie was anything but
dog
genius.
So bad.
But yeah, what about
Blu-ray? I can't believe that.
It does have Blu-ray. I always see it at Dollar General. No, Big Lots. I see
they
it
got a 3-pack too. All the films.
Yeah, I see it at Big Lots all the time. But yeah, we're about to close out the stream. We're gonna start with AJ Reacts 2. Let everybody know where they can find you.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you having me on Nerd Talk once again. It's always a blast chilling with y'all. I am AJ of AJ Reacts 2, and I talk movies, TV, music, snacks, all kinds of stuff. I have all kinds of Instagram channel. If you're interested, follow me on Instagram, AJ Reacts 2. All of my other accounts are connected to that. I am on YouTube as well. Tomorrow I'm going to be tier ranking live every single 2022 film that I saw. Wow. So yeah, we're gonna have a fun time with that.
Good luck.
Might get into some arguments in the comments, but it's gonna be all in fun. So come chill with me tomorrow live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be live. Thanks again.
No problem. Thank you for joining. And Tyler.
You know where to find me. Instagram, YouTube, right there. I've uploaded many reviews since last Nerd Talk. I saw Megan, reviewed that. I reviewed both Last of Us games, and I have started my M. Night Shyamalan review series. It is off to the running. I reviewed his first movie, Wide Awake. I reviewed Sixth Sense. Today, I uploaded my review for Unbreakable. Go like that right now. And then Thursday will be, Signs and The Village, I believe. And I think Sunday will be Lady in the Water too. And I also reviewed The Last of Us episode 1. All of that is right there on YouTube, Instagram. So yeah, Mind of a Nerd. You know where it is.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and check them out. They make great content. Go ahead and support these guys, man. They need better support. I feel like someone like AJ don't get the support that he deserves. Definitely check out Tyler for sure. He has great reviews. He let you know when they're going to be spoilers. Like when if you want to read to a certain point, stop right there. He's going to get into spoilers when he tell you he's going to get into spoilers, which I do like. If you guys are new to my channel, thank you for joining Alex Thomas channel. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe for more. If you guys enjoy physical media, watch along, trailer reaction, reviews, live streams, all that type of stuff, you're in the right place. And thank you for joining. And we are honest with you guys. Peace out.